Wake up, Lincoln.
Come on, it's 6 o'clock. Rise and shine, rise and shine.
It's time for Early Break, brought to you by Sandhills Global, live from Lincoln, America. Here's Jake Sorensen.
Did seem kind of meh.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
Surprisingly good.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
I want to buy a couple ducks. I'm bringing 2 ducks to the office.
This is Early Break.
Good morning. Happy Thursday to you. Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. Welcome to day 1 of the NFL Draft from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania this year. Round 1 today, rounds 2 and 3 tomorrow, rounds 4 through 7 on Saturday in Pittsburgh.
God dang, how about that?
It's here.
Snuck
We have
up on
made it
us.
to NFL Draft weekend.
Now we know Fernando's going number 1 overall.
We'll get to that in a little bit. But
You
yes,
see that one that guy posted that he goes, he listened to some of his last calls. He goes, and I'm calling Fernando number 1. I also got this one. They were hilarious.
Yeah. No.
Anyway,
the draft's in Pittsburgh today.
it is in Pittsburgh tonight, 7 p.m.
Did you feel the excitement? I mean, do you feel it?
no, that I think one of the most amazing things about this is there'll be, like I said, live NBA games on the wall.
Yes.
Stop.
and it won't even be
Don't do
close to the television rankings as ratings
Yeah.
Never
the
is.
draft. Not even
No,
close.
it won't.
To someone walking to
I
hugging Roger Goodell will be watched instead of a live game.
don't know.
Well, you know the biggest
I'll
problem.
probably. I don't know. You know what? I may not watch.
The biggest problem they face right now is that you can't even do YouTube split screen because it's Prime Video for these games tonight. You know, it's 3 games all on Amazon Prime. So if they were smart, they would have had maybe TNT or some other station to carry this. You could use YouTube TV for the quad box. Nope, got to have 2 different screens. One fully on Amazon Prime if you watch NBA, and it's not going to happen. So
Okay.
it's going to be NFL Draft onslaught tonight.
7
NBA.
p.m. Are you now 7 p.m.? There's a chance there's a decent chance I'll watch.
I'm hoping to. I want to see the first. I want to see Fernando, and I don't have a lot of interest until maybe like pick 24 because I kind of want to see later on. Like the top 5 picks don't really do much for me. They kind of know who they are or whatever.
We'll dodge this. I could read the top 5 projection.
No, hang on. We'll get to that
Hang on,
later
okay.
on.
Oh, we're gonna do the draft later.
Yeah, we're
Do you
not
have
gonna
any
do auto
breaking news
chit-chat.
today, Jake?
Well, we do have some breaking news. I'd like to play that right now for the Breakers. Here we go. It's kind of given away in the title of the show, but if you have not seen the title of the show listening on the radio, Bill, what is the breaking news for the Breakers this morning?
That we're going to have a guest today
What time?
at 7:15.
You may have heard of it.
7:15.
Approximately. Jake runs the schedule.
Yes.
And I believe he'll be on for a couple segments if that's okay with everybody.
Perfect.
Get that? Yes. And go ahead and announce, Jake, who will be on with us.
That'd be Jason Peters. Not on the rundown because this was a late addition to the show wonderfully last night. That this was made already. But yeah, Jason Peter will join the show. Former first-round draft pick from 1998.
So
14th overall to the Panthers will join us to talk about what draft day is like as a former first-round pick.
Today's
that he
the
was.
first-round draft picks, and he was a first-round draft pick.
It's perfect.
Obviously, a great Husker, but get a chance to kind of tie. So we can talk Husker stuff, and then also the draft, what it was like. What do you do right when we got done, when you had to head directly to
Well, this will be
to
interesting.
the Panthers and what's going on there.
This will be interesting. I've never heard that from him.
You know what? I've talked to him a ton from whatever since the time he graduated. We've always stayed in touch, but I've never really delved into what was it like when you
No,
got
neither
there.
have I.
Jake,
I'm
got
serious.
there. So now, because like right away, it's like things get started. OTAs are coming up. There's all these things going on. So I mean, and it's changed some obviously from that time to now. But
I'm interested in what that was like, and then we can ask him other stuff.
Of
course
we'll
we
have other
will.
stuff. We'll have Husker stuff. We'll have his thoughts on the future of the program. All those things.
Jake can talk to him about golf.
Yes.
Yes.
Jason is a very fiery individual, very opinionated, which is why he's great for radio.
Yeah.
Jason.
Oh, he's
7:15
funny,
will join us
too.
this year.
It's really funny.
He's coming in studio.
He's coming in studio. This is
I
no.
better move my back.
Yeah,
well,
but
you
he-
got time. You have
he
over
came
an
Throw me
in
hour.
off
and-
a little bit.
That's one of the things that Steve does here is that he
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 came with a chair.
overrules me and Jake. He always has 2 chairs.
Yeah.
He has all of his stuff in the guest chair.
For some reason, the
he has
backpack
and then
needs
usually
its
his
spot.
stuff also gets way over into my area here too. He has with the
It makes me
computer.
nervous when Jake starts moving my bag.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
I
Makes
just
me
move it.
nervous.
I only move it for someone to sit down there. That's the only reason I
Very
ever
rough
move
with it too. There could be stuff in there.
He's rough with it. I've
dude,
never seen Jake manhandle it.
Chuck it around
I've
the
never
room.
seen that happen at all.
Yeah, I just chuck it around the
I
room.
wonder if there's anyone
Makes
out
me
there that
nervous.
would that maybe wants to maybe bring some donuts in for Jason.
Just a thought.
Yeah, just a thought. Maybe.
Sip has said he is starving
Yes,
this morning.
so
He
maybe-
says, search
for
the premises
Jason?
for food.
So I'm trying to help you with this, Steve. You see where I'm going with this? Like that. They're not bringing donuts in for you and me, but maybe for Jason,
Jason.
they might bring him in. Yes.
Jason would like a donut or
Oh,
four.
yes.
Jason's
Yes.
a big dude still.
He's
Sip
tall.
stout.
Sip walks in and
Still
yells at
stout.
Connor, find some food, basically. I'm
Yeah.
starving. So
And I searched the place, and there's nothing. Yeah,
Sip.
there's
Oh, really?
nothing. I usually report back in
Right,
early, like,
you
hey,
do.
there's something in the back and
Right.
I want to check out.
You scoured?
There's nothing.
Oh.
do you want
Yeah.
some brisket from 2 days ago?
Yeah.
Well, it's here.
That's
It's
not-
in the
why
fr-
would you
it's
be-
in
No,
the
no, no.
fridge.
Why would you be down on
No.
2-day
Yeah,
brisket?
it's
I'm
in
no,
fine.
the-
no,
it's in
I'm
the
down on
fridge.
it.
I'm
You
not-
got to be
not-
watching the stomach.
I'm okay with that. The draft.
It was good. Draft. We get more of the draft here as the show
Yeah,
goes
well,
on.
hold on.
We do have a couple comments on the text line from yesterday. This is
Good.
this is helpful to sip on this one. Jake said, "No, this is good for you."
Oh.
Yesterday we had the conversation
boy.
about can you call a home run a ding dong?
Ding dong.
Ding
Dinger.
dong.
We've heard dinger. This will be good. Jake says, "I was help Sipple out. I was listening to the Ronda Revelle press conference and she called a home run a ding dong yesterday."
Did
Okay,
she
there you
hold
go.
it?
There you
Did
go.
Time
she
out.
get that from
Did
you?
she get-
Possibly.
Did that come from the show? Because Ron is a fan of the show.
Did you lead a new phrase?
We've
We've had
Revelle?
Rhonda on the show.
I mean, Jordan hits ding dongs.
Yeah.
I mean, that's, yeah. I think we call them ding dongs in Columbus. Legion. Columbus baseball.
Ding dong is also a hostess snack.
It is.
Yes, a ding dong. They were good. They were really good, Jake.
Oh,
It's
God.
kind of a
I've had ding dongs.
Ding dong's
They
kind of
still
it's
exist.
kind of a version.
They-
That it's just a different way.
They're still around.
It's a different geometry to a
They
ho ho.
still exist.
They still,
They still exist. You
still-
still get them. I
they're
swear.
still at
I
the
swear.
store.
They do.
They are.
They're pretty good. They're not ho-hos, though.
I talked to.
You're not trying to tell me they're as good as ho-hos.
No, I'm not
Okay,
doing that.
all right.
Yeah. How about when you gave me the hand? Well, you gave me the hand. See, I get two things. It's this one or it's this one, and it's all show long. It's all this thing. Just give it to me. Just want to do this one. It's like it's hard.
It
to
is
do.
all so long.
It is.
Sometimes I catch myself and I'll just wheel it in.
Yeah.
But sometimes you don't.
Ding dongs, not ho-hos. I mean ho-hos, not ding dongs. Ho-hos are much better. Remember, ho-hos were freaky.
They're like a Swiss cake roll, the exact same thing, basically, right?
Oh,
Ho-ho.
no.
Oh
Oh,
no!
How was a ho-ho?
Hang
Hang
is
on.
so
I'm looking up right
They're
now.
not even
No.
close to the same.
I
Yes, the
don't know about-
geometry
Yeah,
is the
the-
same.
yeah.
but
Aren't they
the-
both
the
chocolate
thought
and
process
tubular?
is the same. Oh, that is.
Yeah, they're tubular and
Yeah.
all that. Bill,
Don't-
take it away.
Don't
I'm gonna
even
look up a
start with
picture
me.
right
If you're
now.
going to tell me so how many times you use the word ho ho instead of Swiss roll?
Look at them. They look the exact.
That
One's a
is
little,
not-
we're
I know
one's
they
a
look
little
the
bit
same.
darker.
No,
That's
Yeah.
it.
No.
No,
Well,
One's
that's
a
what
little
he's
bit
saying.
darker.
no,
You're
just
saying that. They look the
Jake,
same.
Yeah,
They don't taste the same.
it's a knockoff.
They both have the exact
Ah,
same swirl in
it's
the
a
middle.
knockoff.
It's a knockoff.
Yes.
How was that not the same
It's a
thing?
knockoff.
There's
Yeah.
different brands, the same exact
It's a
thing.
knockoff.
Yeah.
They don't taste the same, and
No.
it's not the same.
There's
Don't go there.
Yeah, don't.
I'm just saying.
That's crazy. That's a
Look
crazy
at that.
take.
They have the exact same
and it
swirl.
reflects
They're
your age.
different companies. They can't
Yeah.
have the same name of the product, obviously.
But they don't taste the same.
Are you saying
Let's
that?
bring-
Are you saying?
Someone bring in a ho ho and a Swiss cake roll. We'll see what they
You're
taste.
you're telling me that Hunt's ketchup is as good as Heinz
There are there's
57.
differences there.
Same pack.
Same. Why? It's ketchup. Why? What do you mean it's different?
They're in little packs.
Yeah, little packs, the same thing. Yeah.
You just
See,
got
yeah.
got
I
hammered.
think
Yeah.
I think I am team Swiss cake roll though.
Oh,
That's what I grew up on.
I've never heard of that. I've never heard of that.
You say that's what you threw up on?
That's
yeah.
what I grew up on. We could ask Breakers tomorrow on roll call, possibly what they want. But I'm not doing it today. It's not roll call Friday yet.
Tell you what, you know what? The shoe man who is helping people out get his shoes, he's ho ho.
Yeah,
I guarantee
who's
it.
not.
Yeah, the guy is like ho. If you ask the guy helping put your shoes on, I get your new shoe.
Swiss cake was just like if the hose were gone.
Yeah, exactly. Or just things were really rough financially
Right.
around the house.
Yeah.
That was where you went for that. It's like,
Yeah.
hey, listen, I can't afford ho-hos, so I'll get some Swiss rolls.
And ho-hos would be gone immediately. Swiss rolls would make it till like 4 days.
No,
Yes.
no, they
Yes.
would not. No, not in my
Wow.
house at least. Someone had a Swiss cake roll just last night. Jordan and Wilbur had a Swiss cake roll
Jordan.
last night. But Mike says he likes ho-hos better. So
Ho-hos were
this would be
special.
this would be a long debate.
No.
I think it would. I'd like to put a poll: ho-ho or Swiss cake roll. It'd be a very close.
Why don't
So
we
now
just do it?
Okay, let's do a roll call.
Yeah.
Let's do it on Thursday.
No,
That's what we're gonna do.
I might have to put a poll on Twitter right now. You can do Twitter.
Can you put a Twitter
I have not
poll?
done a Twitter poll in years.
You
in any
used to do
capacity.
them all the time.
Did he Twitter poll?
Yeah, he used to do them all the time.
That's amazing.
They were effective.
They
They're
were.
effective radio. Can you just whip one up
Maybe
right
I'll
now?
do it right now.
Yeah, we can talk amongst ourselves.
Yeah.
Did you? So I mean, when you got ho-hos, it felt special, but they were gone fast.
How about the box? It was corrugated, so you had to rip it open. Remember, it was like kind of a triangle angle. Like that.
Jagged.
Yeah, jagged. So you would have to rip it open. Oh man, they were in foil. In foil.
I was hoping you'd say that.
Foil was
'Cause
beautiful.
I couldn't come up with that word. Foil.
Yes.
Yeah, and they were always fresh.
Yeah.
And there's only like 2 bites was the only problem.
You could eat 9. I could eat 9 right now.
Without even thinking
Wouldn't
about
even
it.
think about it. If someone, that's like me. Did you eat a whole sleeve of Chips Ahoy? Yeah, I did. How many? 32. And then 32.
You got a problem with it?
Yeah, it wouldn't even bother me. To eat a box of ho-hos in the morning, if you had first one at 7 a.m., they'd be gone by noon. That would be nothing.
No.
That would
Okay,
be
the
nothing.
tweet is out there.
All right, good job.
Thank you.
Yeah, we'll get a result.
What now? Did you frame up the question?
I just said this simple. I said ho-hos or Swiss cake rolls. I give 2 options.
That's
Tagged
good.
you guys. That's all I got.
Yeah, you
Very
didn't-
simple. You don't have to. I don't want to sway it one way or the other.
You
It's
didn't.
just, yeah,
You
that's
didn't.
very
Good job. That was
down the
effective.
line.
Yeah.
Question
Effective.
for Swiss cake rolls or ho-hos.
Effective.
Our first
Yeah.
Twitter poll in probably, I don't know, 5 years
5
of the
years.
show.
5 years.
Yeah, he used to do them all the time.
So this is the first time I've ever been part of this.
Yeah, this is fun.
We
It's
haven't done it
fun
for a
too.
long time.
Because now you get to update it, and there'll be comments. It's fun.
Yes.
Why don't we do this more?
I don't know. We just kind of forgot about it. Kind of went away, and now we can bring
Twitter
it back.
polls.
Yeah.
Bill will be good at Twitter polls.
I'm a little taken back at the popularity of the shoe salesman.
Yes.
It's been insane
It took
number
off.
of and I talked to the owner and president of Olson Engineering yesterday, Ryan
that?
Beckman. Ryan
That's
Beckman.
Ryan.
Yeah, Ryan.
He's
Ryan,
from Pender.
He's from Pender.
Okay.
He's the one that
Okay.
I spoke at an event back in
His name's
Pender.
Ryan.
Me and Sean spoke at an event back in Pender about 2 or 3 years ago.
Sean.
And I found out afterwards that the only reason I got to speak was because Beckman was unavailable. I was kind of excited to speak, but Beckman was unavailable.
That sometimes
backup option.
happens.
He's unbelievable with his athletic prowess and just everything around Pender.
Ryan
But
Beckman.
I'm speaking to him last night,
Big
and he
deal.
just went over the shoe sale. He goes, I just remember the guy, on your big toe, pressing his thumb down to see if it was
See if it was
okay,
right where it
right
should be.
size and everything. He goes, that resonated with me. Everything, how you used to get shoes, and now today's youth has no idea how that even happens. And it was and we did that our whole life.
The
Oh man,
Bronick? Is it the Bronick?
the Bronick,
The Bronick is the
Yeah, Brannick, I want to say.
Brannick.
Brannick.
Brannick, Bronick, whatever it is. Yeah. You got it.
No, people don't know that.
They don't know what it's like to get up and stand up, and then
The silver
and
thing.
get your foot measured.
With 2.
And he brought out boxes. We brought out boxes. And you know how he found out if he had the right size or not? He went back and then reported back to you.
And and it was
And-
always a bit of a mystery too.
How about the time when you kind of toot as he's gone, waiting for him to come back? Kind of excitement. Be there with mom.
Nervous.
Nervous. Is he's going to have them? Does he have those? And does he have
There
those
they
in
are.
11? And then they come out.
Then they
And he
are.
gets them out of the box. You don't even think about touching them. If you reach for a shoe, you get your hand slapped. Now it's mandatory you do your own
Yeah, you gotta do
shoelaces.
your own.
Yeah.
Do your own. It totally knocked me back. So I appreciated it. Yeah, I miss it. I wonder if there's got to be places like that though, right?
There's a couple. Mindel does it.
Yeah, he showed us a picture.
Yeah, Mindel.
And what's that fellow's name?
That was Riley in Sydney.
Riley.
We have met,
Yeah.
Riley was here, I believe. For
Lincoln, chime in.
I think
Yeah.
Riley was here for our Breaker Appreciation Day. I'm pretty sure. At some point, he was here in the fall.
Is there anybody out there that can identify in Lincoln a place where you can go and get full shoe service? A man down on his knee.
Yes,
Um,
exactly. A man down
On
yeah.
bended knee.
Unbended.
Ah, It'd be nice to see that.
In Pender, you could have went to Racely's.
Mm-hmm.
Racely's clothing.
There was, I can't
How about
remember.
we grew up in small towns.
Racely's
Small
clothing.
town Nebraska had clothing stores, Jake.
Oh yeah.
If you went to almost every small town had a grocery store, and then they had a clothing store.
Real clothing
A real
store.
clothing store. Oh,
Yeah.
better times.
My grandpa's clothing store had, I'm going to say, 1,100 suits in it. Like 1,000 suits. Just suits lined
Yeah.
up. Men used to wear suits. They still do to
How many
a
did you
certain
get
extent.
from that
I
store?
never did.
Not one.
I was a boy. I was like 5. But no, my grandpa's store was regal. I was in the back a lot. I had to do odd jobs, but
Like what?
I can't remember. Like it was.
We ever stitching anything? We ever running a sewing machine?
I never ran a stitcher.
Alt-
It was a big
Did
operation.
you ever hem a pair of pants?
No,
Yeah.
but I can remember being in there. It was a big place. It was. I don't want to. Yeah, it was
Always
big.
freaks me out when they do when they do the length of your pants like that,
Mhm.
and the chalk. They use like a piece of chalk.
Yeah, I think they
They
did.
did.
That. I
It
don't
was
know
like
if I remember that.
It was like it was like a piece of chalk that they
Mhm.
would mark this is where it should be right here. This would be the length.
You'll be happy to know that per many breakers, just like a block or two from right here, a place has the service. Lincoln Running Company downtown here at
Ann does that.
and
Ann Ringline.
yes,
She,
apparently.
she does that.
And how do you know Ann Ringline's name?
Ann Ringline. I know her husband Ray Ringline. He's a Husker fan. I used to cover running for the Journal Star.
And
running.
running and bowling.
Running. I used to
Okay.
cover the marathon, and then if there were runs of any bigger runs, I'd jet out there and cover it with my for
That's
the
pretty
Journal
cool.
Star. Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah, I knew Ann really well through the marathon.
Yes.
Yeah, so
And
she's still
here over at was it 13th and P,
yeah.
13th and Q. They still do it apparently.
They still will. Really, that doesn't surprise me knowing Ann. That's interesting.
Nice to know.
So you could go over there and get a pair of. You could have cut your
just
Hokas
2
over
blocks away
there. I don't
from
know if
it.
she's got Hokas over there or not.
I think she
they're
does.
really not running shoe. They're more
Walking.
She's got Hokas over
It's
there.
almost like it's
Absolutely.
It's kind of orthopedic.
Sorry.
Oh,
Give
Bill's
me a
wearing
look.
them.
Kind of orthopedic shoes for the elderly.
No, don't say that last part. Come on.
Jake has Hokas on right now.
No, I
you?
don't have Hokas on.
Yeah,
but
you
I,
had the other
Hokas.
day.
I don't want you to call yourself elderly at this point. Come
We're
on.
elderly.
No,
me
you're
and
elderly.
Bill
I
get
mean,
that
you're
a
on the
lot.
path
Yeah,
to,
yeah.
but you're not there
When
yet.
people criticize
The ol-
me and Bill, it's always the old head.
yeah, all the olds are in there.
It's getting annoying.
Jake, Steve is no longer elderly because he's got that new photo of AI.
He's jacked.
He's so
Like
jacked.
Mike Allstott.
Yeah, he looks incredible. If you had that picture and you said former NFL player, they would believe it.
They would.
They would if they saw that
Played
photo.
for UNK.
Yeah,
Draft in the sixth
Sixth
round.
round, yeah.
Fullback.
fullback, bounced around the league. You know,
Now I'm doing speeches.
more special teams, but
They're not gonna.
Yeah.
It's gonna be highly disappointing for the people when I walk in.
What happened to you?
What happened?
This isn't the guy we were promised. What happened
You're
here?
I
gray
wish,
and
we
little.
had, I wish we had that picture side by side of you walking bullet with a blanket on,
With-
and then that picture,
With AI
and then we
simple.
send it out on a dating app and see how the response.
Oh, thanks a lot.
Yeah,
Which
So the real Sipple's not sufficient.
we need AI simple.
Sufficient.
God, he looks incredible.
By the way, Joe from Nebraska Auto Detail.
Joe
Okay.
Mama.
He's a big runner. He says, "Oh yeah, they got Hokas at Lincoln Running Company."
Yeah, good job.
he just
Joe's
confirmed.
very fit.
Jake
He is.
gave
Oh, he
me
is
a-
fit.
Jake gave me a dirty look.
I have owned Hokas in the past, and I have ran in Hokas. Very minimal running,
So
but I
now
have ran.
Jake is considered elderly.
Yeah, apparently so.
Yeah.
But you were upset that I would think that Ann might not have
A
Hokas.
little bit, yeah.
You,
I mean,
you think
she's-
all running stores
You don't
have them?
exist that long with that big of a clientele if you don't have all the brands in there.
Okay.
She does.
Okay. All right.
It's a great job over there.
We probably should mention also that if it works out, maybe later, but Bill's Thrills will be pushed back.
Yes, 8:30 because Jason Peter will take
We
up
don't
the
want
7
to eat up
o'clock
the
out.
time of
8:30.
Yeah, so
The late Bill's Thrills.
the late one. Yes,
It'll suffice
Yeah.
I
Jason.
have- I
This is
have-
going to be interesting with Jason sitting here.
he'll be
Yes.
sitting right here.
with that bag
There'll
not
be
in the seat.
there'll be some great. We can talk Charlie McBride. We can talk.
Oh, yes.
there-
Thank you.
yeah.
What else? Come on.
I think you want to talk. Well, let's. What do you say, Steve? Save it for the air. Save it for
Why
the
would you
air.
ruin the interview before you actually
Yeah.
have it?
Okay, well, he's
Yeah,
not-
now breakers, if they want, they can text
Yeah,
in a
you can
question.
give us questions for Jason.
text in
sure.
questions.
It may not all make it, but just if you have a question, text it in. I mean, this will be kind of exciting. He's a first round draft pick, and today is the first round. That was that was the crux of the text I sent him last night.
Good job. Thank you for lining that up. We don't have.
I have internet.
Okay, poll update.
I'm looking for. Oh, pull up. Yeah, it's. Here's the thing: that the algorithms are a little bit weird now on Twitter. Yeah, I don't see polls anywhere anymore. So I'm not sure they're getting. I see a couple responses so far.
So they're not.
Let me get the responses, but I don't see polls ever anymore. Right now,
we need to go to Insta.
I mean, there's like nothing. There's no. It's 50-50 right now.
They don't do them as.
Do you ever see polls anywhere? Like I think they get buried on Twitter. That's why people don't do them anymore.
Yeah, you got a point.
So it's like hardly any votes, but there's
5 comments though.
There's a lot of comments, but hardly any votes. I'm not sure what's going on.
So Jake, Ho-Ho's has a 57.1% lead, 42.9 for Swiss cake rolls, 57.1% for Ho-Ho's, 42.9 for Swiss cake rolls, and there are several comments.
Yes.
Oh, somebody just say Little Debbie's Swiss rolls are where it's at.
Thank you.
It's not even.
I did not tweet that. I agree with that person.
Steve Hansen.
Thank you, Steve.
Yes.
No, that was Texas Husker. Steve Hansen says it's not even close. Ho-Ho all the way. It never made sense why they would have another option. Thank you, Steve.
Thank you. Also, it appears from what Connor's holding up there that Jake has. This is an illegal vote.
What?
He said, "Yes, it is. This is not handled the correct way."
Jesus, Jake.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Connor.
Okay.
I did. I did cheat in some capacity. I put out the poll. I retweeted it from the ticket account, and then I voted for Swiss cake rolls from the Twitter account. So there's one illegal vote. That's it.
Wow.
Just
Jake
one.
voted for his own.
Just one.
He voted on his own.
Well, that's something we should know.
That's something we should know.
If it comes down to one,
this whole thing is fraudulent. This is fraudulent.
It makes me wonder about some other things.
Other things, exactly.
That was one. One vote is fraudulent. That's
I'm
fine.
looking at you a little different.
Well, I want to
that's
know:
fine.
are these registered voters?
We can ask them that. Are you registered to vote before you vote in our poll?
Wow, Jake.
Why
would you do that?
Also, by the way, I got a text from hubby, from Jennifer and hubby.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
He says this now. I don't do like free advertising on the show, but I
call him hubby.
I gave a shout.
Jennifer and
Brad from Pender.
I like hubby better. He's from Pender. He played quarterback. Him and Beckman owned everything.
We got an email from hubby.
Do you recall when I brought up the Golden Chickens on Tuesday, the Peruvian chicken restaurant?
Yes.
He says, Jake, we went to the Golden Chickens last night, and it was unbelievable, as you mentioned. We loved it. Talked to the owners. A lot of breakers have stopped in already from the plug, and they have all said they're coming back.
The Golden Chickens.
Can we get some sort of a gift card?
I think we should.
We should get something from them for this.
They've had a lot of people come in from the show, and people are coming back.
Last night, we're in bed. It's like 10 o'clock, and I said something to Laura about Golden Chickens, and then she looked it up. I go, hang on. So she Googled it. She goes, here it is. This is it right here. Yeah, this is last night. Hand to God.
It has a lot of good, a lot of high reviews beyond just mine.
Brad and Jennifer came all the way over to North Lincoln.
They did, to the Golden Chickens.
Wow, because they live south. Wow.
Think how moneyed they are. They sold their house on Capitol Beach, so they made a ton of money, and then they invested it into another house in South Lincoln.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's and they're selling candles hand over fist.
Yes, that's right. Wow. So they did and you're saying this is like rotisserie chicken?
Yes, it's Peruvian rotisserie chicken. You can get other stuff there, but it's mostly known for the rotisserie chicken, which you don't see very often out to eat.
On rice.
If you go in,
you could get rice. You don't have to get rice. There's several side options there. I had
mac and cheese.
I don't think there was mac and cheese. I don't think it's very Peruvian.
Okay.
But there's like 8 to 9 different sides you could get.
Okay.
But you just say, I'll have the Peruvian chicken and these two sides. That's all you say. I want to know what to say.
You could get a quarter chicken, a half chicken, or a whole chicken.
Okay.
Right. White meat or dark meat is an option.
That sounds like that place they used to have Boston
Market, which has been gone for quite some time. But
Boston Market.
They didn't have Peruvian chicken, though.
If you got
Boston
that
Market.
same meal, if you got
different seasoning.
If you went back, if I was on the road recruiting, occasionally I'd stop at a Boston Market. So if it's, let's just say it's 2001, I stop at a Boston Market now. So we're like 25 years ago. Even at that time, it'd be $32 for lunch. It was brutal. It was brutal. It was brutal.
But that was quarter chicken, half chicken.
Yeah, you can get it. Yeah. But they didn't have the marinade or the spices that Golden Chickens has. Check it out.
Okay.
Boston market
Also,
not killing it right
you guys
now.
might care about this, but the Royals lost yesterday.
Okay.
Interesting.
Again.
Oh, Bill.
6
easy.
runs allowed in the 6th, 8-6 loss. So not good on a win streak. Could be another 9-game losing streak. You never know. Great things happening. in
Lost
Kansas City.
to.
The Orioles.
Oh, they're still playing the Orioles.
Well, they're done now. They can't lose today. There's no game. Back with the Angels tomorrow. But 8-17, worst record in the majors, belongs to the new stadium building, Kansas City Royals.
Yeah, they're dead last.
They suck.
They're dead last in the MLB right
They are
now.
dead last.
They
Because the Mets won yesterday. They ended their 12-game losing skid. They beat the Twins 3-2. So now the Royals, have the worst record in baseball yet again. Thank you.
You're right. Your poll only has 7 votes.
I
And
don't
one
know-
of them
Yeah,
is
but do you
Jake's.
ever see Twitter votes? I don't know.
No.
There's 6 comments.
Yeah.
How can there be 1 comment per vote? It doesn't make any sense. I'm taking it down.
No.
I don't
take
think
it down.
polls don't get seen anymore. I don't ever see polls ever on Twitter. The algorithm hides them.
Now, Steve,
Oh,
you know where
I'm
I'm
telling
at.
you, hides them.
Okay.
So
Steve-
no one's seen this on their feed.
You know where I'm at with where I'd vote would be. But if someone brought Swiss rolls in right now,
I'd eat them.
You're eating
yeah,
them.
yeah, I would.
For sure.
Because
Yeah.
we're starving.
I'm really hungry.
Yeah, we're hoping we're gonna have nothing to offer Jason. We don't have anything. We have a platter of nothing.
Jason's
Nothing
a
to
pretty
offer
healthy
up.
guy, though.
He's
I don't think
very
he eats a lot
healthy.
of
Yeah,
bad stuff.
Yeah, he's very fit.
It's very fit.
Yeah, I just wonder, but it'd be nice to have a platter of something, bacon or something. We have nothing.
I had chicken and noodles at about 2:00 yesterday.
Like just chicken noodle soup or chicken and noodles.
Chicken and noodles.
Okay, who
Um,
made that? Trixie.
No, it was from the market over here.
Canopy Street Market.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's where I get the creamer at
Yeah.
for the coffee down
Oh,
there.
you go down
What
there?
were you doing there?
Yes.
This is an odd story.
No, because I work down there. I
Yeah.
work at the
Yeah.
post office. I stop there on the way home, and they have ready-made lunches that are
They
actually
do.
pretty good.
Had them
Mhm.
many times.
No kidding.
Yes, that's a good spot. I like their lunches down there.
Yeah, the chicken and noodles that were good. And I had, but I haven't.
Do you
eaten-
always have stamps on you
I don't know. No,
because you
never.
work at the post office?
Never. I don't. I should.
And-
I don't mail anything. I don't. I should now. There's no reason not to. I see people going in there. AD goes in there and mails stuff.
You seen AD at the post office?
And I'm supposed to send stuff to Marty. I never do. It's not,
that's
sort of
a
an
lot.
uncomfortable subject.
It's a lot when you head into a post office. It's overwhelming.
It can be.
100.
Before we go, one last thing for Idle Chit Chat. Shemaya is asking, how did Laura enjoy the new putter that she got?
she's
yesterday?
Shemaya,
very- yeah,
Shemaya.
Thank you,
Shemaya.
Shemaya. Thank you so much. She was so pumped about it. It's not even in the bag. It's in the living room right now.
Oh,
Did she grab it and
Oh, yeah.
start putting?
She did right away. First thing she did, she goes, "Okay, let me see this thing." Yeah, very excited about that.
Does she putt in the
Yeah.
living room?
She didn't yesterday. Things were kind of a lot of things going on, but she did some fake putting.
Big
through-
putt.
I'll tell you a peculiarity, a
Yes.
simple peculiarity that my dad used to do. He didn't just putt in the living room. He would have a plastic ball and like a 9-iron, and he would
yeah,
smack it off the wall.
Yeah,
I was blown away, and I mean in our main living room, which was nice. It was a nice
Chunks
living
out
room.
of the
It
carpet.
was the main. We had like a family room that was more the place where you watch TV and hijinks. The living room was nice. Like it was like kind of like we're not even supposed to go in there.
Mm.
Nice, and he would. I was always freaked out. Like you're gonna take a chunk out of the carpet. I mean, he wouldn't just every so often. It was all the time. He was hitting it off the wall. It was bizarre to me.
could potentially be a Bill's Frills, but the putting device that would kick the
Oh,
ball
yeah.
back to you.
Oh, we
I
had
have
that.
one of
Oh,
those.
yeah,
still.
those-
Yeah, my grandpa had one.
Oh, that was
Dink.
a dink.
Still
That
have
was a
Dink.
thing of beauty.
Yep.
It would kick it back out to you.
It worked
Practicing
too.
practicing.
It worked.
Practicing your stroke.
Yep, my
Yep.
grandpa had one of those. It worked. Do you have one?
I have one. I
you
use
do
it.
it?
I don't use it very often, but I do have.
It doesn't seem like I always thought putting in a kitchen on the rug.
I don't know. If
Like
all,
it's
all,
not the same.
it's
all of a
strange.
sudden I'm 6 under par.
You know,
Yeah, I don't
It's,
think
it's
that, yeah.
strange. Yeah, if you're
I
really,
think
if you're
that's
really,
it.
really bored,
Yeah,
and
that's
it's
just a
cold
boredom
outside,
thing. It's just just don't tell me my game got a lot better
No,
with that one.
there's no
that's not
break.
used for improvement. It's just
Yeah.
for boredom purposes.
Yeah.
That's it.
God dang, it's 6:30. This is
Yeah.
awesome.
That is Idle Chit Chat, sponsored by our friends at 738 Ag. They don't
Joey!
guess, they game plan using soil tests, yield maps, and field data to help farmers call the right shots for their ground. Learn more today at 738agllc.com. I think rain's coming to Bertrand and this
You
area.
always say
today.
Joey,
that.
please give us the
I'm
update
just saying, the
on
storms today.
Give us some weather update out there, and then also have your
There's
crew
storms.
send a question in for Jason. I want to know what the storm weather is.
I'm telling you, this afternoon, expect some storms in Lincoln. Thunderstorms from like
6:31.
noon to 6 or something like that.
Okay.
Just so you're not surprised. Whoa, it's raining outside.
Okay.
It's in the forecast.
Okay.
All right. It is NFL draft day. We did mention you will have, without a doubt, Fernando Mendoza, number 1 overall. Beyond that, we don't really know. I've seen all these different mock drafts. Number 2 is not a known pick. It could be Arvell Reese. It could be, it could be David Bailey from Texas Tech. Nobody really knows who's going
David Bailey.
number 2. And
Edge
nobody
guy?
knows where Jeremiah Love's going. It could be top 3 to the Cardinals. It could be, at 10.
So it might be
in
kind
the
of fun to watch.
There's some drama with Jeremiah Love, the running back from Notre Dame in the first round. How high will he go? Last year, the running back,
Do we have the
Ashton
draft
Genty,
music?
went 6th. I don't have. Well, let me find
Oh,
one
I
quick.
love the draft music. That little.
Arvell Reese. ESPN projections has David Bailey number 2 to the Jets. Okay. Arvell Reese number 3 to the Cardinals. Number 4.
There's
Jeremiah
a million
Love.
mock drafts. They all.
Yeah. Jeremiah Love 4. God dang. 4.
I don't know if there's anything I could care less about than a mock draft.
How about Jordan
Well-
Tyson? Kind of interesting. Jordan Tyson 5 to the Giants.
Arizona State.
Yeah. Wow. Didn't know he was that good. I don't know some of these names. I'm not too worried about
I've
it.
seen a lot of guys. There could be 3 Ohio State players in the first 10 picks. Sonny Styles, Arvell Reese, and Caleb Downs, all supposed
Ooh.
to be off the board by pick 10.
Wait a second.
Which just
Carnell
tells-
Tate, too.
Yeah, he could be top 10.
Yeah,
I
he's-
think he's more like maybe in the. Yeah, he could be top 10.
I got him.
Look at
8.
have 4 guys in the top 10. Ohio State. That's what you're chasing, as you always say, Sip. That's what you're chasing.
So you said Caleb Downs.
There's your sounder right there.
It's kind of like,
NFL
is it
draft.
chimes?
It's chimes.
It's chimes.
That'll be the sounder tonight.
Yeah, and you'll get tired of it.
Yeah. Is anybody else ever interested in the fact that they boo Goodell every time they say his name,
Kind of.
and everybody boos, and then the big hug and stuff? It's
I
very.
want to be
awkward.
excited about
Yeah.
this.
Well, it'll be great because you'll hear boos tonight for when the Browns and the Bengals and the Ravens pick because it's in
Yes.
Pittsburgh and they hate those teams. So I look forward to seeing the Pittsburgh fans just booing when any of those teams have a draft pick tonight.
It's also fun when someone picks someone that they're not very excited about.
Yeah.
It's always
Who's
awkward.
that?
Yeah, oh,
Awkward.
the awkward and
Awkward.
Yeah.
Sean's big on Big Ten outdoing the SEC, which is, I think that's going to happen.
Could happen.
Yeah. Like he's a kind of a Big Ten honk.
Would
He knows I like the SEC, so he kind of rubs.
Would
it
you
in.
sleep different knowing that whichever way the pendulum goes, SEC or Big Ten?
No.
I think I'm resting the same exact way. There's zero chance I'm like, yes,
No.
or I told you.
Right. No,
Yeah,
there'll be
neither.
that. There'll
No.
be that going on.
If all of a sudden the ACC has the most, it'd be like, that's okay too.
Yes,
I'm
it
fine
is.
with everything.
Well, I am too.
Fine with everything.
I want to be excited. So you guys are you going to watch
I'm
it or
going to
not?
watch part of it. Yeah. The Dolphins have
I
2
want
picks.
to see Mendoza because he's doing like he's from his home.
Yes.
I kind of want to see that. I kind of see
He's
what happens.
homebound.
Yes.
Yeah. I want to be.
You do know that if he was there, though, he'd like run on the stage and give Goodell just a massive hug. Because
Would
that's
you
who
love
he-
to see
He's
him?
high energy.
I'd love to
He'd be
see him
different.
coming out.
He would.
I mean,
I think he would.
The biggest smile ever seen at the draft in the history of the draft, and just the biggest hug for Goodell.
Does he
We
got to
wanna see that,
dial it
though.
back now that he's a pro? Does he have to dial it back?
I don't know. I hope not. I'd
Well, the
love
guys roll their eyes if he's,
not if he's throwing balls down the field for completions, they won't care what he does. Also, it wasn't obnoxious. It was just an interview. Also, during the interview, like I said, he would stare into the camera.
He was not.
And he knew everyone's, everyone, the next opponent, he knew the entire team, and he would talk about them by name. And it was really good.
He's nothing. He's not obnoxious at all.
I'm a big
Draft
fan.
day. Draft day. That's what we're looking at today.
Yes, draft again. First,
There's really no reason I can't watch it either. If I don't watch it, the only reason is because of disinterest. So I can't.
because look, you're wearing your Raiders shirt today. I'm proud of you. It's NFL draft day. And you
That
are
was
donning,
that
and
was
you are
happenstance.
donning your Raiders shirt today.
That was just by accident.
Well, I don't care. You're doing it though.
Yeah,
By
but
accident or not.
I'm glad you pointed it out.
The team with the first overall pick,
I just
Pickett
like this
Mendoza. You're
t-shirt.
wearing the T-shirt today.
Yeah. Yeah.
Seems
God
like
dang.
quite the coincidence if you weren't preparing for that.
I wasn't.
Of all
wasn't.
the shirts to wear,
Yeah. No, well, I don't have that. I've kind of narrowed down my rotation, so it's not that big. I'm down to about.
I'm kind of sad that there's some of the shirts that have disappeared from the rotation.
A lot of shirts have disappeared.
I had a Hawaii shirt with the chicken on it, a rooster on it.
I wear that around the house.
I don't see it. You don't wear it out
That's
anymore.
your house shirt. Okay. I don't have a house shirt.
I don't either.
Hang on, I'm gonna Laura, quick. I'm gonna change into my house shirt. I'll be right back
There's
out.
shirts. I do have like a peach T-shirt that I won't wear outside, but I'll wear it around the house. The peach shirt. I think I used to wear it. The peach T-shirt.
Why can't you wear it out? What's
It
wrong
looks
with
a little. I don't know. It's peach.
You still wear the Under Armour shirt that has half the logo
the
missing?
logo. I haven't seen that for a while.
Yeah,
wore it every third day. Half the logo.
Where'd that one
What
go?
about, I got you a Pablo Cruz
I know, I
T-shirt
don't
also.
have it. I don't
You
know
lost
where
the
it was.
Pablo
So we
Cruz.
both got you shirts you don't even wear anymore.
That is a touchy subject that you just brought up. That was incredibly kind. You got me a super cool Pablo Cruz T-shirt. I lost.
I brought you a shirt from Hawaii.
I got it, but it's a house shirt. The Pablo
both had
Cruz
gifts
shirt
for you.
I should have worn every other day.
Should have been. Yeah, Pablo Cruz shirt. You don't see
No,
many
I
of those.
know it was.
Yeah.
Did you lose
I don't.
it?
No, this is amazing that we're talking about it because
Good.
I've always considered this a touchy subject. Because Bill had me come over to the stadium, and I got this is touchy. I can't believe we're talking about
what
it.
happened?
I came across this. I go and I gave it to him at Christmas.
I'm
Oh,
not happy with
It was
this.
a Christmas gift.
Yeah.
I go, Sip, here's a Christmas gift.
Why don't you wear it?
I told you I lost it, and it's a touchy.
How did you
subject.
lose it?
I don't know.
Yes, it was a bad deal. I get
He's not.
That makes
He's
me,
handling
makes
this
me
well.
upset too.
yeah.
Thanks.
The draft is always
Thank you.
exactly. The draft is always an angry day for me. A
Why?
little bit. There was two things that happened, and one was a human error.
What?
Was that like prior to I didn't know this, but like so Alex Smith calls me a couple
Mhm.
days before the draft and says, "Hey, it's done. I'm the first pick for the 49ers.
Wait a second.
Would you come to the draft so you can be up on stage
Oh,
after we'll have a photo with all of us up? I want you to come to the draft."
he knew in advance.
He knew in advance. Yeah, he was the guy. So it was all done. And I'm like, no, I don't want to be in the way like that. He goes, no, please come. And I don't go. So I don't have a photo of being at draft day with that.
Why didn't you go?
I don't know. I just thought it was.
I get it.
And so he's like, I'm like, I don't know. Just it's your day, whatever. So
Ooh.
dumb. So then I think, you know what? I'm not doing that again. So I'm like, okay, I'll be in the green room with Joe Burrow and stuff. And so I'll be on
COVID.
there. Then COVID hits. And
Oh.
so it's
Couldn't
like
do it.
No.
so I'm like, okay, I won't screw this one up. I'm gonna go to the draft and be up on stage.
Get a suit on.
Be in a suit and all that stuff. Instead, you know where I was for the draft? I was in Lincoln, Nebraska.
They didn't.
Yeah.
What was the deal?
COVID.
I know, but they didn't have. They just
It was all virtual.
Everything
Everybody was at
virtual.
their house.
The whole, there wasn't.
Joe's with his parents at his house.
I can't
yeah,
remember.
in
Get
Ohio.
drafted.
Yeah.
It was a very strange draft. It just was.
So Eric, that
COVID.
should be a Bill Thrills. When someone asks you to come to an event, go.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
It's not like he doubled
When
down
someone-
too, saying he said, "No,
Yeah,
I was
please."
getting
He even said
uncomfortable.
twice.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
please come.
That's why when he said, "Hey, would you come to my and speak at my Hall of Fame induction?" Yes,
Yes.
immediately.
Yes.
And then there was a slight deal where where with the banquet, like, would we go or not, like that? And it's like, no, we have your tickets for you and Laura. So yes, so I got a tux and I went.
Alex Smith knew in advance he was going to be number one to the what? To the who?
To the Niners.
To the Niners.
I think back then you always. I think Fernando has a pretty good feeling. I don't
It's
think
been
Brett-
about a month or two
yeah.
of knowing
He's got-
who's going
They've
first
already got their
overall.
contract done. All the stuff's done.
It's not always that way.
He's
though,
been
right?
told with one, it kind of is. It seems
Is it?
like, but no, the next 4 to 5.
What the hell?
Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepperchuck wheels out going 40.
Yeah. Well, also he drove across the curb pulling up.
What was that?
Yeah.
Was that a stolen Dr. Pepper?
It really looked like it.
Better check
Kind
into
of looked
that
like
one.
it was.
Tell me that didn't look like somebody jumped in it and
The
roared
best
off.
thing was
He's going to the bank robbery.
yeah,
Probably.
probably right down the street. He pulled up and he got out some Dr. Pepper out and took it into the Hampton. Tells you how busy the Hampton is. He had one case.
Oh,
He had like one case of Dr. Pepper.
we need
going
people
in.
to stay at the Hampton Inn downtown.
He had
Please.
one case.
Looked in. Looked
They
in
drove
at the
off.
Hampton.
Imagine someone's telling like that. Hey, can you guys stop by and drop off the Dr. Pepper? Absolutely. How much you need? Just a case.
Just one.
And he
just
drove
one.
off like it was a Challenger,
Yeah.
like a Dodge Challenger.
Exactly.
A lot of spots to get to, maybe.
I don't know, or
It's either
stolen.
stolen or it was just
Yeah.
going to a lot of spots this morning.
That was odd, by the way. That was odd.
Yeah.
Well, before I get to break, if you're hungry for breakfast, brunch, or lunch in downtown Lincoln, where should the Breakers go this morning?
Draft bird.
Draft bird.
Early birds open right now until 2 p.m. every
First
day
round bird
of the week at 19th K with free and spacious parking. By the way, I haven't seen a picture for a while. If you're going to early birds,
we haven't seen pictures
text
for a
us
while.
in a picture or tweet us a picture of your meal.
Will Fred be there today?
What's that?
Will Fred be there?
Fred will. Well, let me think of that. Today. Yes, Fred will be there.
Thursday.
Thursday. Yes, Thursday bird.
Thursday,
Yes.
Fred bird.
You
Fred
might see
bird.
Fred eating a breakfast taco or
What
breakfast
else?
nachos.
What else?
Get us some waffles,
How about what next?
French toast,
Incredible. Anything else?
pancakes,
And
for sure, and he's eating the world
you know
famous
Fred's getting
hash holes.
hash hole.
Hash hole.
Stop by today, early bird 19th K until 2 p.m. every day of the week. When we come back,
Remember, Jason would like some donuts.
Yeah, he would.
He'd really like a platter of something.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, cream-filled Long John would be really good.
Maybe an
Jason.
old fashioned.
Yeah.
They're called old fashioned.
Yeah, that's right. Those ones you like.
I don't need a bourbon old
You
fashioned.
want a peach old-fashioned?
No.
we'll be back.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Spring is the time of new beginnings and trying new things. If you haven't tried Führer's cheese spread yet, the time is now. For parties for St. Patrick's Day and Easter or celebrating the NCAA tournament with friends, there's no better dip to bring everyone together and celebrate something from Nebraska. Get to your local grocery store today and load up on Führer's cheese spread. No event or party is complete without it on your table.
Constructors is now hiring for all positions with pay starting at 23 and up based on experience. Constructors has immediate job openings for mechanics, bridge builders, operators, and drivers. Start your new career today. Constructors offer great pay, health, dental, and vision, paid time off, paid holidays, and so much more. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. For a complete list of openings and to apply online, visit constructorslincoln.com.
Seems like just the other day I was building my first house. I've seen many changes to our building market in Lincoln. It's been a fun road.
Bob Benish is the founder and president of Aspen Builders, online at aspenbuildersinc.com.
You know, we hear this a lot where I don't want to live in a cookie cutter home. Well, let's come up with some answers on what we're going to build, where we're going to build it, and what it's going to cost. One thing that we started doing early on was we started building neighborhoods. I'm a firm believer in character in your street and in your neighborhood. I like choice. I like variation. I like maybe something a little bit different in a neighborhood that you don't see in every neighborhood. I think it's great to have choices, its uniqueness, and I think that's what gives a neighborhood character. And I think that's what we've done over the years.
Make your dream home a reality and call Aspen Builders at 423-6811. Online at aspenbuildersinc.com. Your home is waiting at Aspen Builders.
Put lawn irrigation on automatic. Think Judson Irrigation for worry-free service to Lincoln homeowners and business community. Judson Irrigation will turn on your sprinkler system in the spring, repair or redesign as needed, and turn it off in the fall. For service to orphan sprinklers, remember Judson Irrigation. They'll never forget you.
Call the Judson Irrigation Orphanage 402-420-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
Wow, I have never seen you work out this much.
Gotta get in shape. New game. Must play.
New game?
Yeah. Nebraska Lottery's new game. Millionaire for life. $1 million a year. For life.
Wow, that's incredible. I better get in shape too. Can I borrow those 5-pound weights when you're done?
Yeah, sure.
Play Millionaire for Life. Just $5 and drawings every day. Top prize odds 1 in 22 million.
MHC isn't a new company, just a new name. Moe's Moving is now Moe's Home and Commercial. Whether moving across town or across the state, MHC Moving has you covered, specializing in home, apartment, assisted, and independent living moves. MHC can handle your commercial moves as well. MHC Moving has 0 hidden fees. You'll never pay for same-day booking or be charged for stairs, heavy items, or elevator fees. Rates are the same Monday through Saturday, and you will never pay a truck or fuel surcharge. And they offer payment plans through PayPal. Call MHC Moving today at 402-853-7167 or go to mhcmoving.com. Unearth the secret to long-lasting tires at Tread's Central Tire Pros. a league apart in commitment, service, and expertise. This isn't just about rubber meeting the road, but trust, safety, and surety converging in perfect harmony. This is where expectations are exceeded every time. Make your appointment today at Tread Central Tire Pros, just south of Cortland on Highway 77, or visit our website to explore our services. Remember, when it comes to tires, choose Tread Central Tire Pros because we tread differently.
Get as loud as you can for Monster Jam!
The one and only Monster Jam. Packed with stunts, smiles, and jaw-dropping skills. See the world's best drivers tear up the dirt in your favorite Monster Jam trucks. Like Gravedigger, El Toro Loco, Megalodon, and more. Only at Monster Jam. Coming to Pinnacle Bank Arena May 2nd and 3rd. Brought to you by BKT Tires. Visit monsterjam.com today.
When Nebraska businesses win, we all win. And the Nebraska Chamber is helping make that happen. Tackling the tough stuff like job creation, affordable and accessible childcare, and building a stronger workforce. We're stepping up so local businesses can step forward. If you want to see Nebraska keep growing, keep competing, and keep winning, get connected with the Nebraska Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Learn more at nechamber.com.
John just tried Runza's new Jammin' Bacon Cheeseburger with its sweet heat bacon jam, pepper jack cheese, bacon, and cream cheese.
Whoa, this burger's like totally
What?
You know, boom, 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 boom.
Not sure I'm getting it.
It's totally jammin'.
Ah, I see. Well, don't jam with your mouth full. Try the Jammin' Bacon Cheeseburger. Because from the way we make it to the way it makes you feel, Runza makes it all better.
Need an adventure? How about the bright lights of Vegas? The magic of Orlando? Or the sunshine of Orange County? Now you can reach them all with new flights from LNK on Breeze Airways. Stretch out, relax, and enjoy the flight. Your vacation starts the moment you board at LNK. Book today at LincolnAirport.com. LNK. Make flying easy.
Tomorrow is about the lessons we learn today. A farmer's market teaches us that community is grown together. Kids laughing shows us how joy is easy. And coffee on the porch reminds us to savor every moment. These are the lessons that shape a tomorrow we all share. One filled with trust, good company, and wide open dreams. That's the way banking should be. And that's Pinnacle Bank. Member FDIC.
This, I'm not on drugs, I'm not drunk,
is Early Break. Weekday mornings from 6 to 8 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This is why our listeners are the best. I mean, we had a call for food. Sip walked in saying he was starving this morning. There's no food here. And then during the break, knock on the front door from longtime breaker Gene Cotter. Provides us 2 packages of off-brand Swiss cake rolls, which are, I think they're Mrs. Freshly's. I've never heard of that brand.
Never heard the brand, but they were fabulous.
They're good. And now you feel nourished. You feel better.
Gene works at the state capitol. He runs the capitol. How about that? Imagine
he was
that.
dressed nicely.
He was dressed, suit and tie. Didn't have his jacket on, but he had a tie on. But he runs the Capitol.
Officer.
Yeah, and he's from Stromsburg.
He is from Stromsburg.
He's from Stromsburg. And then
Gene Cotter.
He knows Swigert very well. So
he does. Wait a second.
Yes.
Does he?
He lived with Swigert as a freshman in college.
Lauren
Swigert, yes.
Really?
Yes.
How do they know each other?
That was just reported to me. I don't know all the details.
Small world.
Gene also is a sports writer with a kind of a big name, actually. He did a lot of freelance.
Really?
Yeah. Covered the Huskers, covered preps, covered a lot of
Gene
stuff.
Cotter did?
Gene Cotter's a good sports writer in addition to his regular job.
So he runs the state capitol. He runs, if you get in trouble, you're going to talk to Gene, most likely. So me and Steve still might cross paths with him. No felonies after 50 trying to do that.
We have a situation also on the text line to address.
Well,
during the last segment, you witnessed a Dr. Pepper truck go by. I think that the driver of that truck is a listener of the show. Speaking in third person here. I have unnamed texter says this. Dr. Pepper truck update. Truck has not been stolen. Just a big day with the Zach Bryan concert on Saturday. He will make sure to be careful. I think that guy was a listener.
Could he come back by again? Could he just whip by us one time and lay on the horn?
He was driving a semi like a car.
He was steering with his wrist and going. He took off. He was dead still, and by the time he went maybe a quarter of a block, he was 0 to 60. He was like 60.
I've never seen a semi lay rubber. That's the closest.
It's going 40 downtown.
How about that one? Hey, lay rubber.
You know,
remember the semi when you were a kid? This one. You give him this one.
Did it a lot.
Oh, of course.
No, that was beautiful.
So I hope that
me and Mike Reiser did that. By the way,
did you?
Yeah.
Where at?
Columbus on
is there a corner you could?
Yes. Don't do that. Monastery Road.
Monastery Road. There you go.
Monastery Road.
What would be on that corner? Would there be any sort of an establishment? Any sort of a
No, that's where I swear to God, though, the risers told me they were flying fish, and for a long time I believed them.
Yeah.
Look, it's a flying fish.
Yeah.
And it's like 6, but I believed it for a long time. Yeah, there's flying fish. They come down from Lake North.
Yeah.
They come down the monastery. They don't.
They don't.
But
risers.
Yeah, risers.
Mike Reiser. And next thing you know, you're down in a basement with an easy bake oven playing house.
What a life he lived.
What a life.
What a life.
We're just like two cops.
Yeah. Two cops is cooking a brownie.
And Jill's jail riser, who was Miss Nebraska, by the way. Hello.
No big whoop.
But yeah, it was her easy bake oven.
Is there a photo of you and her anywhere?
No, I don't think so.
Well, she had to be Miss Nebraska. You can get a picture. You're a columnist of the year, and she's Miss Nebraska.
These two very high accolades here. I mean, come on.
Jill is beautiful.
Can we hold it? Where's Jill live at?
I don't know. I imagine. I think
if anyone could let us know where Jill
Reiser,
where she
the
lives,
former Jill Reiser,
we'd like to have her on the show.
Is she around? Is she in Lincoln or
Be
Columbus?
Nice to have her on the show.
I guarantee she'd be really good.
Yeah, I mean, all right, also Easy Bake Oven owner and Miss Nebraska.
Yep.
That's a lot.
There's topics right there.
Yes.
We're covered.
And where were you at? What road were you on?
Monastery Road. That's where we'd play Honk Your Horn.
Nice.
Yeah.
Let's go play Honk Your Horn.
Well, I know. Honk Your Horn.
I know.
Yeah.
How about sometimes you got confused and be like a smaller truck? They don't have the air horn. Yeah. All they have is the and they kind of look at you like, I know, I'm not one of those guys. I don't have the big one.
The big ones were formidable.
I'll tell you one thing too. They always honked.
They did.
They did.
They knew it mattered, and that's fun for them.
It was.
I think it'd be fun for them.
It was
to make a kid happy. Pull the horn.
It was
just pull the horn. It's simple.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times it was a string, like a.
It seemed like it was it was more like a. I visualized it as like a rope type of thing that was hung like this.
Yeah, I think that's what it was a lot of the time.
Real quick before we get to break, I know it's tomorrow. It's
Can't get their
second round of the draft.
Round 2 is tomorrow. But if you are a pick 57 tomorrow night,
I like this.
At the end of the second round tomorrow, it's not just Mr. Irrelevant. You get a cool, I guess it was not NIL package. You get Mr. Irrelevant gets something out of that, some sort of money or some sort of situation. Now Heinz 57, Heinz has said pick 57 is going to have a lifetime supply of Heinz ketchup, a partnership, and a custom Heinz red jacket.
How sweet would that be?
They've teamed up with Devin Hester on this, former kick returner and punt returner.
If you're age 20,
I can't believe what you
age
just
21, and now you have free Heinz ketchup the rest of your life,
For
you're
life.
happy. I wonder if you can delve into the 57, Heinz 57.
And you're hooked into the company?
You have a partnership, ketchup for life, and a custom Heinz red jacket.
I wonder what the partnership entails.
That's murky. What the partnership is.
I wonder if there's stock
sponsorship.
options.
Yeah,
Stock
could be. That'd be nice for
What
Heinz.
if all of a sudden you got some stock, and all of a sudden next thing you know you're retired at age 42 because you're the 57th pick.
57th overall pick gets this Heinz deal.
Yes, the Heinz.
I think right now you're not happy if you go 56 or 58.
No,
you're not. If you're
wait
going,
a second.
Hang on. Hold out.
I want to pick 57, man.
If I'm sitting there going, if it sounds like you're going to get called, I'm like, no, I don't want it. Tell them to give me at 57.
Right. Can you wonder who that is?
I don't know.
Okay, what would be cooler
Could be
though?
Epic.
What if everybody started to do something of that nature?
Make every pick matter.
Make every pick something like that. And all of a
7
sudden-
Up.
Yeah, 7 Up.
7 pick.
If you're the 7th pick, you're 7th.
Think about 7 Up.
Absolutely.
What it could
Yeah.
do. 7 Up. What
A lot of
else?
options.
What? Come on, give me another one. A1 steak sauce. Could
A1.
do one.
First
There you
overall
go.
pick.
Yeah. You get
You're
all-
A1.
Yeah.
I want you to think about that. A1.
You get A1 steak sauce the rest of your life, and you're
Yeah.
a partner, and you're hooked in. Give me another one.
I don't have any.
7 Up, A1, Heinz 57. Isn't there any? Come on, you would know if there's any beers.
Like Miller.
No, there's got to be a number attached.
I know there's a Miller. Isn't it like a Miller 65, something like Miller 55?
Never
Some
heard
sort
of
of
it.
low calorie beer.
Never heard of it.
Could be something there. Give us to us, Breakers. Give
To
us
help
some-
us out. 23
help us out.
Dr. Pepper would be a good one. 23
23
flavors.
ingredients.
Yeah,
Dr.
exactly.
Pepper
That'd be
for
great.
life. Yes, there's a lot
Now
of
we're onto
things.
something here.
I want to see and I want to see Goodell have to say it like that. In the number 23 pick,
sponsored by
Dr. Pepper. I want to see.
Oh,
that.
we're
yeah.
getting there.
Oh, it's getting
More money.
Oh yes.
WD-40 pick. That'd be good too.
Oh,
The 40th pick.
Oh wow.
The 40th pick.
Sponsored by WD-40.
Lubed.
Heyman's song today is next on Early Break in the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
In communities like ours, local relationships still matter. At Insight Partners, we believe we are better together. That's why insurance agencies across the Midwest have joined Insight Partners to better serve local customers and communities with all their insurance needs. From personal to commercial or specialty insurance, your local Insight Partners team is here to help protect what matters most. Insight Partners, better together. Learn more at myinspartners.com.
Bauer Underground has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know that the best workers in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and a pedigree of success. They're offering top-notch benefits, a matching 401k, and a $600 per year clothing allowance. Bauer Underground, a family-friendly company with plenty of room for advancement.
Wow, I have never seen you work out this much.
Gotta get in shape. New game. Must play.
New game?
Yeah. Nebraska Lottery's new game. Millionaire for life. $1 million a year. For life.
Wow, that's incredible. I better get in shape too. Can I borrow those 5-pound weights when you're done?
Yeah, sure.
Play Millionaire for Life. Just $5 and drawings every day. Top prize odds 1 in 22 million.
In communities like ours, local relationships still matter. At Insight Partners, we believe we are better together. That's why insurance agencies across the Midwest have joined Insight Partners to better serve local customers and communities with all their insurance needs. From personal to commercial or specialty insurance, your local Insight Partners team is here to help protect what matters most. Insight Partners, better together. Learn more at myinspartners.com.
Sometimes good people make mistakes. When you find yourself in need of an attorney, call Liberty Law Group. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group will defend you in court and protect your freedom to get you the best possible outcome and the justice you deserve. Trust your freedom to Liberty Law Group, the best criminal attorneys in Nebraska and Iowa. Call them today at 877-404-5238. That's 877-404-5238. Or check them out online at libertylawgroup.com.
If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at gainatrucking.com.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Hey Husker Nation, this is Todd Euler, two-time national champion, here to talk to you about Window World Lincoln. At Window World, we specialize in replacement windows, doors, siding, and roofing. Whether you're looking to enhance the beauty of your home or increase its energy efficiency, we've got you covered. And here's the best part. We offer the best for less. Our team is dedicated to providing top quality products and exceptional service at affordable prices. We want to earn your business and make your home improvement dreams a reality. So why wait? Contact Window World Lincoln today at 464-7313 or visit our website at windowworldlincoln.com. Window World Lincoln, where quality meets affordability.
Need an adventure? How about the bright lights of Vegas? The magic of Orlando? Or the sunshine of Orange County? Now you can reach them all with new flights from LNK on Breeze Airways. Stretch out, relax, and enjoy the flight. Your vacation starts the moment you board at LNK. Book today at LincolnAirport.com. LNK. Make flying easy.
MHC isn't a new company, just a new name. Mo's Moving is now Mo's Home and Commercial. Whether moving across town or across the state, MHC Moving has you covered, specializing in home, apartment, assisted, and independent living moves. MHC can handle your commercial moves as well. MHC Moving has 0 hidden fees. You'll never pay for same-day booking or be charged for stairs, heavy items, or elevator fees. Rates are the same Monday through Saturday, and you will never pay a truck or fuel surcharge. And they offer payment plans through PayPal. Call MHC Moving today at 402-853-7167 or go to mhcmoving.com.
Move over, Jake.
I'm moving. Jeez.
Thursdays are reserved for a man with a wider range of music knowledge than Jake could ever dream of.
This is the golden era. You would hear this on any radio station. You know, it wasn't like it is now. You know, you got country, you got R&B, you got pop, you got rap, you got rock. They didn't have that then. You heard everything.
A man who knows a good song when he hears it, just as much as a good diamond when he sees it.
You get a diamond!
Yes, I do get a diamond. I get a diamond, and that makes me happy.
It's time for Rick Heyman's Song of the Day, sponsored by Sartor Heyman Jewelers, on Early Break on 93.7 The...
Once again, Song of the Day from 1977. We just disagree. Dave Mason, 464-5685. 1 is bad, 10 is good. Text your rating on Rick Heyman, Sartor Heyman Jewelers. Song of the Day.
Real quick before I start off, Josh McGuire's text in.
And
Motel 6 for the 6th pick in V8.
There you go. Now,
God,
Motel
thank you,
6.
Josh.
we are rolling.
We are rolling.
Numbers.
Hold on to say those again.
Yeah.
Motel 6, free stays the rest of your life for the 6th pick overall.
You're hooked
Motel
into
6.
the chain.
Into the chain, and then V8.
I like that.
Juice.
That's tomato juice.
Tomato juice.
Vegetable
It's a
juice,
vegetable juice. Yes. So there's
Wow.
2 more with that. Once again, I've been very noted on this that Rick has failed us so many times. And then
know.
Not now. This is 3 in
He's
a
on
row.
a heater right now.
Rick's never had 3 good songs. He never had 2 in a row. Now he's got 3 in a row, which is.
It might be 4.
This could be 4.
I don't know.
It's 3 or 4.
It's alarming to me that all of a sudden Rick has come around to real music, and it's exciting. Also, it's also pretty incredible that this song, which I think is outstanding, only had like 8 words in it. There was not many. If you go back to the lyrics, it was this there ain't no good. There ain't no good time.
What is the song title?
We just disagree.
Disagree.
It's only you and I, and we just disagree.
And that's said over and
Song
over.
by Dave Mason.
Yeah, very good. Like that. And the start of it is outstanding. What year again, Jake?
1977, Bill.
Yeah, very good. Very good. 8-6. 8-6.
Oh, that's a good.
Yeah, 8-6. It's not a 9 something. It's not that. It's not what he's had in the past couple, but it's really good. 8-6. Steve, comment.
I'm taken by the visual of Dave Mason singing about this horrifying breakup in front of a symphony.
Yes.
It's a beautiful sound. It's a symphony.
It's symphony.
Yeah, it's symphonic.
Yeah.
Like he's not playing in front of a band at Bob's in Havelock. I mean, this is a symphony.
It's a beautiful sound.
It's like at the lead center. And he's singing about how he got his heart ripped out. There ain't no. I mean, he's putting a nice face on it though. He didn't get his heart ripped out. Sounds to me like he kind of wanted it, but whatever.
We don't see eye to eye.
No, we don't see eye to eye.
We just disagree.
There ain't no good times.
No, let's just leave it alone.
Yeah. I know it. If you go see him in concert at the Bourbon or whatever, this is good. This is it. Wait for this song because
you
after
can't
this,
see him because he passed away this week. It was
He
all
could
right
do some
for Dave
remakes.
Mason.
He could do some remakes of Gordon Lightfoot.
He could do a Gordon Lightfoot. Yes,
He could.
Exactly. Edmund
He
Fitzgerald.
strikes me that
He could
way.
do Edmund Fitzgerald just fine.
Rating
Swiss rolls are an ho-ho knockoff, and he's kind of a Gordon Lightfoot knockoff.
Yeah.
I'm in right in Bill's range. I could probably go. I hate it when I have to follow because it looks like I'm one up and 8-9-ish.
I had never heard the song before I dubbed it in.
I don't understand.
And because of that, because I liked it so much, I have to go
That's
into 9.
Schaefer-esque, by the way.
That is
9-2.
You ever heard Convoy?
I have. I know Convoy very well.
You gave this a 9-2.
Only because I had never heard it. That's a really sweet song I'd never heard before.
Are
I
you
like it.
struggling with Elizabeth?
No, but I like that song a lot.
I don't
9-2.
understand.
Connor, we can do that.
Connor, we know that Jake has had a lot of marital problems since we've been doing the show. It's very. That's happened
Just
a lot.
common knowledge in
Common
town.
knowledge.
Just part of the deal,
Everyone
Connor.
knows. Talk to the people. He stayed at the Hampton numerous nights in the last month, trying to
I've
work
got my
things
own room
out.
over there.
Okay.
I got my own room over there.
This backup room. Connor's score?
Connor's going to be a 7-2.
7-8. R.I.P. Dave.
Yeah, R.I.P. Dave.
We are joined now by Rick Heyman. Rick, very solid scores. 8-6 from Bill, 8-9 from Sip, 9-2 from me, and a 7-8 from Connor on Dave Mason.
Oh, very nice. This is RIP, remember. These are 10s automatic.
True. That's fair.
Okay.
Well, now that it's 10 after already.
It's 8 after. But I get it. Go ahead, Rick.
Can I get my 2 seconds in here?
Yeah, get it in.
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
you could, because Jason
Wrap
Peters,
it up quick.
Jason Peters coming on in a couple minutes. If you
Go
could wrap
ahead.
it up quick.
Go ahead, Rick. Go ahead.
Hey,
joking.
tell JP hi. He's
I will.
an old friend of mine. I haven't seen him in a while.
Oh, he wears a lot of diamonds.
You got time here. You're fine.
Go ahead,
Double
Rick.
nickel. Great guy. Now we know what happened to you guys in your younger days. It was sugar and chemicals wrapped up as a ho-ho and a ding-dong. Now we know. Now we know.
Rick cracked himself up on that.
Hey, how about MD 2020, the old rot gut wine?
Oh, Mad
Okay.
Dog?
Mad Dog, yeah. Mad
good.
Dog 20. Imagine if that's you after you're the 20th pick. I get Mad Dog wine the rest of my life.
Hooked in.
Yeah.
What a prize.
All right, Dave Mason. Dave, oh, by the way, getting your shoes fit and the guy going and getting the boxes, that was Wells and Frost. Remember that? Wells and Frost did it, and then Kent's Men's Shoes did it for a long time.
That's
too.
right. Yeah, I think, yeah.
Kent from Kent's Men's Shoes, 66 and Q.
Mm-hmm.
He's no longer there. I think it's Brown's now.
It is.
It is. Brown shoe fit.
Yep.
Yes, correct.
Yeah. Okay. So back to Dave Mason. Dave Mason was a guy that was always around. He wasn't the best known, but he was very well known in the music circles. And so there's a lot of musicians today and yesterday putting out notes of condolences because he was very well known in the music industry and had a few hits. He started out with a band called Traffic, which is, at the time, they were like a super group. I had their John Barleycorn record. It was Stevie Winwood, Dave Mason, and a couple other really talented guys. But he was from England, but he moved to the U.S. early. In fact, he completely lost his British accent. So when you'd hear him talk, you didn't even know he was British. But he was part of that late 60s, early 70s British thing, which changed music forever. But one of his biggest songs was Feeling All Right, Not Feeling Too Good Myself.
No, that one.
That was part of Traffic. Only You Know and I Know, which is a great song. I almost played that one. Delaney and Bonnie and Friends and him. And he played with Jimi Hendrix. Here's a list of who all he played with. George Harrison, the Stones, Jimi Hendrix, Eric Clapton, Paul McCartney, Michael Jackson, David Crosby, Graham Nash, Stevie Winwood, Fleetwood Mac, Delaney and Bonnie, Leon Russell, and Mama Cass Elliott.
Mama Cass.
That's just a partial list of bands and records that he was on. So the guy is just had a prolific career. And I think part of the reason why he didn't get bigger in those days was he was kind of a baritone singer.
Mm-hmm.
This was his only kind of, it's not sappy, but it's sort of romantic, but it's not, but it's a pretty song. He didn't really do pretty songs. He was kind of hardcore blues, Clapton type guy. Very, very talented. And I loved him back in the day. Just loved Dave Mason. He was an excellent musician.
One of the great baritones.
I pulled up a video of him in the 90s or 80s walking up on stage at some live outdoor event playing Only You Know and I Know with his band. And he just walks up to the microphone and starts singing, and it just, boom, it comes out. It didn't miss a note. I mean, the guy was ultra talented and a great guitar player. But yeah, he played with Jimi Hendrix for a while, and that's just incredible. So, R.I.P.
R.I.P.
So
Dave
with
Mason.
that in mind, and by the way, I had a different song, but then this happened, and I'll hopefully play that next week, and it's a good one. You should like it. Okay, Stump the Sippers and the Coach.
All right, sip first. Here we go.
Dave Mason had a second career, along with being a musician, recording artist, producer. He was either A, an accountant, B, a guitar maker, or 3, a dog breeder.
Wow, dog breeder, I think.
Okay, you get a CZ. It was guitar maker.
Yeah, that's probably the obvious. It's my bad.
Okay, 0 for 1.
Made guitars.
I thought it was dog breeder 100%.
Made guitars.
Yeah, he made guitars, and they were really great guitars, and a lot of big-time guys played them. And by the way, shout out to the Beckmans out at Sandy Point Lake. They're my neighbors.
Oh, nice.
You were talking about them earlier.
Yes, that's Ryan Beckman. Does he ever? Hey, if you get a chance, he won't talk about his athletic prowess. So Rick, bring it up to him because he's very.
I will.
He's very humble.
Shout out.
I will. I hope they're listening. They're big breakers. For the coach.
Yes.
Dave Mason had the following gold and platinum records: 2, 8, or 4.
8. Easy.
CZ 4.
Dang.
Didn't see that one coming.
0 for 2. 0 for 2 on Dave Mason trivia.
Yes.
That's okay.
And for everybody, is Dave Mason in or not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
Saying that's a hard no.
We're going to go no on this one, Rick.
3 CZs, yes.
That must be the biggest fraudulent.
Oh, we missed. That's a great sound.
You guys stink today.
We had a rough one. Rick, what's happening right now at Sauter Heyman Jewelers?
Hey, we all know graduation is right around the corner. Go to our website, starterheyman.com. We have a complete guide. If you don't know what to get your graduate, we will help you. Go on starterheyman.com right now. Check out all the great gifts. Also, Mother's Day is just around the corner. Hard to believe it's on May 10th.
Oh, God.
If you're looking for something to give your sweetheart or your mom, our experts know exactly what you want. Again, all over our website. Go to starterheyman.com. Don't kid yourself. She's on her phone. She's looking at Instagram. She's getting ideas. We know all those ideas. Come see our experts. We're going to take care of her. Don't forget Husker Jewelry. Husker Jewelry is these days popular year-round. We're selling it all the time. We've got the best Husker jewelry you can find. We're the best of for decades, 121 years in business, 4 generations of family. That means you can trust us. Breakers get 10% off. Come in and mention the show. Online, put in the word ticket, capital T. Lincoln and Grand Island and worldwide at starterheyman.com. Check us out. I'll be back next week. Good Lord willing, and the creek don't rise for more great songs.
Rick, thanks for the time. We'll chat with you next week.
Thanks, Rick.
Bye-bye.
Song of the day was We Just Disagree by Dave Mason. Passed away recently, so high scores. Hour 2 in studio. Jason, Peter.
He's here. We've seen
next on Early Break on the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Nebco is hiring CDL drivers for Ready Mixed Concrete in Lincoln and Palmyra. Ready Mixed offers great pay, medical and retirement benefits, paid time off, and they cover the cost of CDL training. Apply with Ready Mixed Concrete today to be eligible for a $2,500 hiring bonus. From Nebco's beginning in 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today with Ready Mixed Concrete. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's NEBCOINC.com.
John just tried Runza's new Jammin' Bacon Cheeseburger with its sweet heat bacon jam, pepper jack cheese, bacon, and cream cheese.
Whoa, this burger's like totally
What?
You know, boom, 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 boom.
Not sure I'm getting it.
It's totally jammin'.
Ah, I see. Well, don't jam with your mouth full. Try the Jammin' Bacon Cheeseburger. Because from the way we make it to the way it makes you feel, Runza makes it all better.
If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Where there's smoke, there's flavor, and there's plenty of it at the Smokehouse at Super Saver and Russ's Market. Award-winning old world recipes made in Lincoln since 1984 with many flavors of smoked sausage and brats to choose from. The Smokehouse has something special for every season: brats and sausages for the grill, beef sticks and beef jerky for snacking, and smoked salmon, smoked turkey, or smoked hams for your holiday feast. Stop by the Smokehouse at Super Saver and Russ's Market today to fulfill your search for real flavor.
Anderson Ford in Lincoln has 2 convenient locations, which means 2 times the customer service, 2 times the inventory, and 2 times the ability to get you in the car of your dreams. Whether you visit us on the north side or the south side, you'll find more selection and a team that's always on your side. When you're looking for a better way to buy your next Ford, visit Anderson Ford in Lincoln, where exceptional service meets unbeatable selection.
Are you looking for something different for lunch or dinner in Lincoln? Big 8 is now open at 1226 P Street, serving seafood boils and Asian cuisine. Get your hands messy with fresh, flavorful seafood boils, hot, cold, and made to share. Or enjoy classic Chinese and Asian dishes, perfect for lunch, dinner, or a night out with friends and family. Big flavors, generous portions, and a brand new dining experience. Big 8, now open in Lincoln.
Hey Husker Nation, this is Todd Euler, two-time national champion, here to talk to you about Window World Lincoln. At Window World, we specialize in replacement windows, doors, siding, and roofing. Whether you're looking to enhance the beauty of your home or increase its energy efficiency, we've got you covered. And here's the best part. We offer the best for less. Our team is dedicated to providing top quality products and exceptional service at affordable prices. We want to earn your business and make your home improvement dreams a reality. So why wait? Contact Window World Lincoln today at 464-7313 or visit our website at WindowWorldLincoln.com. Window World Lincoln, where quality meets affordability.
When tacos and quesadillas join forces at Amigos, something seriously delicious happens. Quesadilla tacos. Crispy on the outside, gooey on the inside, folded taco style, and stuffed with bold seasoned flavor. It's like your favorite quesadilla and taco teamed up for the ultimate spring fling. With Tex-Mex, chicken, supreme, or steak, Amigos has a quesadilla taco for everyone. So hurry in. This tasty collab is here for a limited time only. Get the ultimate flavor fusion with quesadilla tacos at Amigos. When the weather heats up, cool down with Amigos' new frosted lemonades and limeades. Icy, fruity, and oh so refreshing. Start with a zesty lemonade or limeade base. Then choose blue raz, cherry, or strawberry to create your personalized flavor mix. Amigos tops it all with a swirl of frosty vanilla ice cream. Whether you're soaking up the sun or just need a cool pick-me-up, these frosty delights are summer in a glass. Chill out with a frosted lemonade at Amigos.
When something breaks, you want someone you can trust to fix it right. Empire Repair is now open in Waverly and ready to serve our community with reliable auto repair and maintenance. From routine service to bigger repairs, our team is here to keep you on the road. Stop by Empire Repair in Waverly or call 402-786-2224 to schedule your service today. Empire Repair, proud to serve Waverly.
Need an adventure? How about the bright lights of Vegas? The magic of Orlando? Or the sunshine of Orange County? Now you can reach them all with new flights from LNK on Breeze Airways. Stretch out, relax, and enjoy the flight. Your vacation starts the moment you board at LNK. Book today at LincolnAirport.com. LNK, make flying easy.
Lincoln is full of great golf courses in a state that is getting national recognition for exceptional golf. Friend Country Club is worth the drive, just 40 minutes from Lincoln and home to one of the state's most respected 9-hole courses. Enjoy their restaurant with popular items like a 14-ounce ribeye, 10-ounce sirloin, or chicken fried steak. Open Thursday through Saturday from 5:30 to 10 p.m. Expand your horizons with a trip to Friend Country Club, just 40 minutes southwest of Lincoln. It's worth a visit.
When Nebraska businesses win, we all win. And the Nebraska Chamber is helping make that happen. Tackling the tough stuff like job creation, affordable and accessible childcare, and building a stronger workforce. We're stepping up so local businesses can step forward. If you want to see Nebraska keep growing, keep competing, and keep winning, get connected with the Nebraska Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Learn more at nechamber.com.
Wake up, Lincoln.
I overslept. Damn rooster didn't crow.
It's time for Early Break, sponsored by Pinnacle Bank. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's 93.7 The Ticket's Jake Sorensen.
I'm wrong, but I'm not.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
If I were a feral cat.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
You get one team. Mine's the Houston Oilers. I'm not the Texans, and I'm not the Titans. So I'm out.
This is Early Break.
Welcome back to Hour 2 on a Thursday. Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. Hour 2 is sponsored by our friends at Pinnacle Bank. We have a special mortgage promotion going on right now for the Breakers. Now through June 30th, when you apply for a mortgage loan or a home refi and close with Chris Lauer, Adam Lindsay, and Marlon Lyon at Pinnacle Bank, you can get a golf package at Tatanka Golf Club in Northeast Nebraska. A round of golf for 4 cart rentals and a one-night, 2-room hotel stay at Ohia Casino, or $250 towards your closing costs. Call them at 402-436-2600. 2462 for this opportunity. Pinnacle Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
If you get it done today, Jason Peter will go with you. He will be
to play golf.
He'll be part of the golf group. Yes, he'll be part of the golf group. If you get the refi done today, you'll be able to get that done. Yeah, how sweet would that be?
Sweet.
Well, speaking of Jason Peter, he is in the studio. The former first-round draft pick, of course, star of the 90s, Jason Peter, double nickel.
Double nickel.
Thanks for having me.
Good to have you. Let's go through this because last night we get a text on the group chat that Bill said, "Hey, do you guys want Jason Peter in the studio?" I said, "Of course we do." It's like at 8:30 last night, so thank you for being flexible.
Yeah, we didn't give him. And then
short notice here.
Jason also thought when I requested this that he was going to be on. He's just going to call in. Didn't know he had to drive in about from his place. I know where Jason lives. It's probably a 30-minute drive.
Well,
yeah.
Really? So you're south, right?
I'm east.
Oh, east.
Yeah.
Okay.
Steve's north. He wants to make that a big point.
So you and Dylan, we're north of town.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dylan Raiola?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Wasn't he north?
I think it was north side.
North side.
North side. Interesting. Oh wow.
Okay.
Wow.
I turned this one a little bit.
Don't
come in here and take shots. Because you're not the double nickel right now.
Speaking of quarterbacks that didn't really fulfill their expectations, did you see the picture that DJ Lagway posted of the house that he bought down in Texas? I mean, the money that these dudes are making nowadays is ridiculous.
Lagway?
Oh my gosh, you got to see this spread that he
he's
was
like
posting.
14 TDs, 12 picks.
I mean,
threw 5 picks in one game last year.
He's still in the league?
He's in the college league.
As long as you do well in 7-on-7, I guess you can earn yourself $5 million.
It's not a bad deal. Oh, real quick, Jason, ask you a question. I think he would be a great person to ask this. Steve is right now, and it's both sides have kind of fired on this. Him and his ex-wife are kind of rekindled their romance a little bit.
Oh,
yeah. What's
Trixie's not gonna like
any
this.
advice for Steve at all on the rekindling of the romance?
That's ballsy.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
ballsy.
Completely ignoring all of your past.
All right. Well, it's nice having you.
But hey, I know what love can do to you.
Right there. This is also bad because Jason's going to take our place on our show.
That's
right
game
now.
over for us.
Well, it's nice seeing you, Jason.
Ballsy.
I'm honored.
Forgetting all of your past and working through this with Trixie.
Incredible.
You still got chickens?
Yeah.
You still a chicken farmer?
No. They were. We've had 3 rounds killed.
Yeah.
That's enough.
You got to get yourself a Great Pyrenees,
Yeah.
Big dog.
like a guardian dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a couple of them out at the house. I
Do you
mean, they
protect
probably
the chicken?
they annoy the rest of the neighborhood, I'm sure, because all they do is bark. The wind blows, they bark.
They protect your chickens.
But yeah. Because we had the same thing. We had foxes. We had eagles come in.
Yep. Really,
Yeah.
eagles?
Oh yeah,
Eagles come in.
hawks, whatever. Yeah,
Yeah, hawk. Probably
yeah,
hawk.
probably hawk. Right.
Yeah, but
Two barking dogs, but the neighbors love that. Yeah, but they do.
Yeah.
Just
did you ever have the roosters?
Our neighbors got a rooster, but we do not. We got a mini cow out of the
mini cow.
and we got a goat.
Wow.
Yeah, and then chickens.
Jake needs to take his daughter out there.
It's
like a petting.
Like
zoo.
petting
sounds
zoo.
kind of fun.
Oh yeah. Well, you should have seen the HOA meeting with the people that didn't want the petting zoo. I mean, tears were coming out and everything.
That's
It's
ridiculous.
Just
Did
like,
you just tell them, hey,
please.
it's a miniature cow, guys. It's not a full size cow.
We live out on dirt roads, people.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
if this isn't
yeah.
built for
Yeah.
like farm life, then I don't know what we're doing out
We
here.
live on dirt. Yeah, I agree
Right.
with that.
Come on,
yeah,
man.
we can't have a chicken.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
That's
Or
interesting.
14, 15 of them.
Yeah.
Give me a break.
Are you up in that neighborhood?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I think the most we ever had was 7.
Yeah.
I always like having banny roosters.
But it's
Banny roosters little. They're funny.
Okay.
Get them.
They're funny.
Okay.
They're funny. You can watch those.
Yeah.
They're funny.
Yeah.
They're just humorous little guys. They're
Yeah.
humorous little roosters.
Yeah. The goat has been great. I mean, the goat, especially when you first get them. I mean, it was I was like, we got to figure out a way to bring this thing into the house.
You got to go.
You got to. The goat comes in the house.
He doesn't, because the wife just put new hardwood floors in.
And
so now it's I'm not even allowed in the house.
Hey, that's interesting, because Trix always wanted to go. This is all.
But
I wanted back to Trix.
Also, what you need to do is you show up with a goat today.
Trix wanted to go. And all
everything's back. Yeah.
Everyone's telling me I need to do a donkey. They're like, the donkey is the glue of the farm. It's Matt Slauson, who's a big farmer and got a bunch of cattle and stuff out there. He kind of advises me on some of this stuff, and he's like, hey, you need a goat. You need a donkey.
What's keeping you from it?
Just more
HOA.
More
people?
HOA.
Do you have to report on every animal you buy? Do you have to report?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty
thinking
much.
about a donkey.
At some point, though, I just said, F it. You know what? You want to come take my animals? Come try and take them.
Yeah.
You know?
Don't do that.
What if a van pulls up and there's a couple ladies that get out from the HOA, and they're trying to get the goat into the van?
It's like old school when they're stealing, snatching the guys off the street. They're snatching my goats. And my, come on. Yeah.
Oh, it's so good. Oh, it is.
Jason Peter, it is NFL Draft Day one. We'll get to that in a second, but you made a comment about DJ Lagway and the money. I'm curious. So you obviously were a great player and first-round draft pick. Like, have you gotten used to the NIL concept? And do you have is there jealousy? How does a former player that was elite look at this current state of football?
Certainly, we look at it and say, God, it would be nice to have played in this era. The money. I mean, we basically gave money back. I know, like Grant and I, when we had the opportunity to leave after our junior year, we basically looked at it like we were donating, $6-7 million each to come back. And then on top of it, we won a championship. So earning the university, I don't know. I think they made like $13 million right off the bat by winning the Orange Bowl, and God knows how else, how much else they made off of merch and all that stuff.
A lot.
And all to just get ridiculed on social media 25 years later. Anytime you put a post out, people telling you what a piece of you are. And
okay,
you're welcome.
You're welcome.
Yeah, hope you like that title.
3 national championships, All-American, up for major awards. Thank you.
And came back his senior year, because Tom Osborne tells the story over and over again how you and Grant walked into him, and he thought he was coming to tell him, hey, we're declaring for the draft. And you came in and told him that you were staying. So think about that. That never, ever, ever happened at that time.
Yeah. And it was neat. I mean, we went in there and he called, 5 to 10 GMs and head coaches while we were sitting in there. And, they were all like, we have them both at, somewhere from mid first round, probably the later in the first round, coming out as juniors. And for us, we both wanted to be, that wasn't good enough for us. Like we wanted to be in the top half of the draft. So, the greatest, I think, not honor, but thing that I learned over time was that T.O. was going to retire after the 96 season. And he said that the thing that ultimately changed that was Grant and I going in there saying we were going to come back.
So you sent out a tweet that took some negativity, but yet you helped Coach Osborne get one more year.
One second. Yes. What time of year was that? Like what month?
So in 96, we obviously played down the Orange Bowl against Virginia Tech, and Grant and I, let's see, I think we went back to we might have went back to New Jersey after that game for a week, but ultimately then it was about a week after the game, and we came back here to school was starting again, and so we met with T.O. and then it wasn't until like I lived back here some 20 years later that ultimately I heard T.O. tell the story about Grant and I coming in there and how he had already really passed the torch to Frank. Frank's first year was supposed to be 1997. And he said he went to Frank and said, hey, these guys said they want to come back, but they're under the impression that I'm going to be the coach. Can we postpone this thing one more year? And that's ultimately, what we did. And I think, And I know the 97 team kind of, when stacked up against, the 95 team and everything, it kind of gets forgotten. But you got to remember, like, there were 3 starters pretty much on defense that were coming back. We had a bunch of white guys on offense that were, it wasn't like, oh, here's this championship team, but like, that's just like guys with the right mindset. When you have a locker room filled with guys with the right mindset, like, you can accomplish a lot, but like everybody's got to be committed. And when Grant and I decided that we were coming back, we were saying, look, if we're going to do this and we're foregoing this kind of money, then by God, all means, you are going to do this stuff too, and if it's 110 degrees out in that stadium, 120 degrees, and you remember, like, you see the tar bubbling a little bit, in Lincoln. I mean, like, we were going, and it was commitment, and it was leadership, and it was toughness, which was, it was funny hearing that the other day, the comment that Rule made about everyone thinks you can coach toughness. Well, you can coach toughness, and you certainly do have to recruit toughness out of high school, but don't kid yourself. Like, number one, all the high school kids that you're recruiting should look tough on film, right? Like that's just the reality. Like, you don't know whether these guys are going to be like tough, but like, even so, the freshmen that are showing up on campus, even the tough ones, on the grand scale of things, on how tough you actually have to be, freshmen are down here. Do you know what I mean? The level of what you need to win championships, to compete at a high level, that's off the charts compared to any sort of toughness that a freshman brings in, right?
Yeah.
Like, you should have the guys that are considered tough, those freshmen showing up, and after the first week of training camp, they should be second guessing whether or not they want to play football or not.
Oh boy.
Do you know what
Beautiful.
I mean? That's
Beautiful.
the type of culture that you need.
So, Jason, I always talk about it was with Ed Ogeron, it was absolutely nuts. And it started with me here, and it was the same with Kyle Whittingham at Utah. But just tell them about, we talk about the toughness, what it was like for the inside run period, the most important period, the most important 15 minutes of the day, right? I mean, is there anything more important?
No.
Then that's where you'd find out who wanted to be in there.
Maybe like the 6 plays of goal line that we did on Wednesday.
Yeah.
That
good
probably
on good.
Yeah, it was violent.
It was live. There was no players. I don't care who you were. You could be, whether it was Tommy Frazier, Lawrence Phillips, Amon Green. You were live.
Jake.
You were live
at the
to
goal
the
line.
ground.
You should see
it.
And
I mean, it was. It was a bloodbath.
Yeah, and it was often at the end of practices. So the media would see.
Oh
it.
yeah.
I was freaked out by it.
So
I questioned my
Do you
existence.
ever remember Charlie saying, "Hey, it's live goal line," but hey, Jason, you're out of this one.
No way.
I mean,
no way.
I mean, you couldn't wait for it, could you?
That
inside run was the same thing.
I mean, it was a bloodbath, and
it was.
And like, there was a mentality of going into that, like, yeah, you knew it was your teammates, but like, I want to dominate this guy so bad. I want to embarrass him so that when we put on the film tomorrow, everyone's looking at it saying, like, look how bad JP kicked his ass. You know what I mean? Look how bad Grant kicked his ass. Look how bad Christian, you know what I mean? Like, that's what we wanted to. I mean, it was like, when we were out there, even though we were teammates, we despised you. You know, like, there was, and there was, we obviously all mingled, we got along, but there was certainly, I'm on offense, they're on defense. Like, there was a separation for sure.
And you knew also it wasn't 6 naked boots.
No.
T.O. called the game. Yeah. It's coming downhill.
That's right.
It's fullback, I back.
I knew
going downhill.
hard doubles were coming down on me.
Exactly.
Like, they were not trying to get off on the linebacker. They were trying to put me on my back.
Yeah.
And like, that's iron sharpening iron. Not 2-hand touch on the quarterback, or you can do this, but don't take anybody to the ground. Like, that's not iron sharpening iron. Iron sharpening iron is 2 alphas just kind of tearing at it. Yeah.
It was violence.
Yeah.
It was violence.
Yeah. That's and that's the
beautiful.
environment. I don't care what year we're living in. Like, you go to any championship program, I guarantee they are practicing that way. At some point during the week, they're practicing that way, right?
Agreed.
Because you can't, as a 18-year-old, 19-year-old, You can't practice a certain way and then Saturday be expected to do something way above and beyond anything that you've done during the week. You know, and that
So you
was
rise to the level of your
Yeah.
of your preparation.
Well, that was T.O.'s whole motto was I'm going to create an environment that's more taxing, more physically demanding, more everything on my players during the week than what they'll see on Saturday.
And some guys handled it better than that.
Absolutely. But you were either on the boat trying to paddle in the same direction or we were going to kick you off. And that was the whole thing. Like
The locker room
the
handled it.
culture was going to kick you off. Like there would be dudes that were coming in, transfers. We had defensive linemen from University of Miami, from all over the place coming in. Those guys usually only lasted like a few weeks, you know, and then they were gone already again because it was just a different environment out here.
Was there any offensive lineman or player that would concern you?
Oh yeah, all of them. I mean, like, you know,
Particularly concern you.
I mean, as a young guy, you're having to practice against Brendan Stiles, Zach
that would
Wiegert,
concern
Rob
you.
Zadiska, Aaron Graham, you know, like Joel Wilkes, like that's the
Wilkes incredibly undervalued.
Oh,
Really
yeah.
under discussed.
Oh, yeah.
I guess.
Why do you say
Oh,
that?
yeah.
You just
Why do you say
because
that?
when you talk about names, you don't
And-
talk about
right.
him as much. The
Everybody-
name doesn't pop up as much, and he was a
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
Yeah.
Joel
Wilkes.
tough, man.
Oh,
Joel
yeah.
with Buddha.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
Buddha?
yeah. Buddha. Yeah.
Now, if you have
That
your
was his
name, if your
nickname.
name is Buddha, think about right now that you'd be like, well, I don't think I want to mess
That's
with
pretty
that
cool.
guy. Yeah, be a
Yeah.
cool name. Jake wouldn't be a Buddha.
No.
Oh,
you-
come on.
Not being negative like that, but he's not.
I mean, he's an albino, but
He's an
you don't
albino.
sell
No, I
the
seem like a Buddha.
albino Buddhist, but
I'm not going to say I'd be a Buddha by any means. No, I don't think I'd be a Buddha. You were right. We looked at a strat the other day, Jason, that Nebraska the last 5 years has had 7 draft picks. We looked at this year's draft. You might have 4 guys from Ohio State in the top 10. The top 10. There were like 12, 15 guys go in general. And you're a program that's made 2 bowl games the last 10 years. Nebraska. When you as a former Husker have a lot of pride. You've of course won national titles. Like how does it affect you?
It's hard. It's hard to watch. It's been almost. I mean, there obviously Bo had some good teams as well, but generally speaking, like just the direction of the program since Frank, and it just kind of has been slowly going down. That's tough, because you feel like when you're here, you want to leave this place in a better, situation or position than when you got here, and that whole kind of theory. And we felt like we had left Nebraska up on top, and it's hard to watch it just continue to struggle and like it just seems like a lot of, and this is not just on the latest group of coaches or like it just seems though like it's almost the feeling from the state. And now it's kind of built up to the point where people are just exhausted of it, right? And just want to see a winner. But I think, like the standard, I think, has slowly over the years. And I remember when Callahan was still here and I first came back on the radio and I was like, people, do not let the standard drop. Do not. And I would scream this from the rooftops, right? And people would think I'm crazy. Like, and I'd say, do not let the standard drop. And now here we are. And people are trying to sell me on a 6-6 year is good. Like I don't care if we were 4-8 or 3-9 or 6, you know what I mean? Like that's still not acceptable here at Nebraska. And once you start lowering the standard, right, then now you're in trouble. Now we're talking about, gosh, if we can just compete, in games, that would be great. Or if we can, like just go to a bowl game, that'd be great. And I get it, right? Like you're looking at, well, did we get better from last year? Or, and that's all. Ultimately, that's, I mean, George Seifert always used to say to us, he's like, you're either going out today, whether it was practice or a game, he goes, you're either going to get better or you're going to get worse, right? Like, so the only thing that you can ask is that you get better every single day, right? And I don't know, that's where it seems like we don't even kind of operate under that, sort of mentality anymore.
Here's the question, and I get this from people around the country, like, what happened? What happened? What's gone wrong there? Now I know it's complicated, it's a long answer, but what's your nutshell version when people ask you just a nutshell version? Jason, what's gone wrong there?
I think the culture is just not not the same, right? Like I just think you have, and there are certain things that have added to that. Guys obviously being paid, but like it started, I think, when recruiting got big, and in a state like Nebraska, right, where you're not on the coast, you're not, you don't got the mountains, you don't have all that. Like people focus on football,
Okay,
right?
Now why's that bad?
It's not, but like when something that has to do with football, like especially it's this new toy, right? Like recruiting. Oh, we get to follow all of these players and everything, and then it's just natural. Like here, you get put on a pedestal like before you've ever done anything,
right?
And that's a dangerous thing, man. When you're taking a 17-year-old and you're telling him how great he is, and he's going to be the next, Grant Wistrom, or he's going to be the next, Mike Rozier, or whoever it may, like. And he hasn't done anything yet. And now on top of it, you're giving them millions of dollars too. The entitlement is off the chart, right?
Okay.
Like, I mean, to start with,
there you go.
They're being like, I remember the days, and I'm not saying it's got to be like it was when we were, but like we got one pair of socks, like you had to like
good socks.
Yeah.
Very good
like
socks.
in order to go
high quality cotton.
But this is the reality. You lose your pair of socks, right?
Yeah.
And let's just say you're a kind of middle of the road player, right? And you don't have both pairs of socks. Guess what? You're going to go the day practicing without socks. Like you're not. But I tell you, when I was down there helping Scott, and we'd just be hanging in the training room or the equipment room, with Jay Terry and the boys before practice. The guys, and it would be the same guys every single day coming in. I need new shoes. I need new gloves. I need new this. I need new, and just, and whatever. I'm sure Adidas, they're they made the parameters as to what's acceptable as terms of giving out equipment and stuff. So I don't know who all, is directly responsible for it, but there has to be some sort of element where you got to earn everything that you get. Right? Like you come in as a freshman, you want to be able to talk in front of them. You got to earn that right to have a voice to speak for Nebraska. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, I totally know what you mean. The thing I point to, and this gets us to draft day. When people ask me, I say, well, they haven't had a first rounder since 2011. It almost takes care of the conversation.
Yeah, I know.
They haven't had a first round draft pick since 2011.
Yeah.
Now, how can you be elite?
Yeah, I know.
I ask you that question.
Yeah.
How do you do it?
Obviously you have to get back. I think Nebraska will always be a developmental program. I mean, you have, in some ways, you have to have your core. Like everybody's so worried about Nebraska play. Like, well, they'll leave. If they're not playing, they'll leave. Well, you know what will ultimately get everybody who's going to have to leave if you don't win. Right. So you want to talk about how the finances play a part in who's playing. You can't have your money on you can't have the money sitting on the bench. You know what you can't have? You can't have guys out there that aren't qualified to do their job, because ultimately you're going to lose. And then the whole staff and everybody's going to be out of here in 4 or 5 years. You know what I mean?
We've
so
seen it.
You better win. And truly, if it truly is about like, if it mirrors, kind of the NFL, then who cares? If you got a young guy that comes in as a freshman and you're paying him, $1 million a year or something, and maybe there's a sophomore or junior that is outplaying him in camp, right? And he's cheaper, right? So that's what the NFL is always looking for, right? They're looking for the next guy who's maybe cheaper than the guy that they have to play, right? So they don't have to pay the
absolutely.
So if this guy is threatening to leave, let him leave. You clearly have somebody better than him, right? Who can execute the defense or the offense better than what this freshman is. So who cares if he's going to be a guy that threatens to leave every single year? Let him go. You're not going to win with those guys anyway.
Wow. Interesting.
You got to be bought in. Everybody's got to be bought in. And when you buy in, that means not dipping your toe in the transfer portal every year. And if those are the kind of guys that you're going after, then that's the problem in itself. The thing is, why you can't neglect Nebraska, because those kids, they grew up here. It's a dream for them to play here, right?
Still though,
I think it's.
I think it still is.
It more.
I think
more
it still
so than kids that are coming from out of state.
Yeah.
I don't think you'll have to worry about recruiting them as much year after year after year after year. I think they're willing to suck it up because if they get to be a starter their junior and senior year, which by the way would be pretty good in the old school, looking at it. Like if you got to be
you barely talked
starter,
about freshmen when they came in.
Right.
When the freshman class came in, after about a day or two, when the early part was over, we'd have like a 2-day practice with just the freshmen.
Right.
You moved on, except for maybe an elite one every other year.
But even like the quarterback position, now I'm not critical of Dylan in this discussion, but I was freaked out by the way Dylan was ordained.
Oh yeah.
From the moment he committed.
Yeah.
He didn't have to earn anything.
No.
He didn't have to earn anything. He was given everything. That doesn't work, I don't think.
Way. No
His
way.
dad would agree with that, I think.
No way. You gotta grind for stuff. If you don't have to earn it, if you don't have to work for it, then does it mean as much to you? I
don't think so.
I really don't. And yeah, I do think that's a problem. I thought it was a problem. This is where it kind of is split, right? Because you have this fan base that has this new shiny toy and this 5-star quarterback, right? And everybody's all buying in. But this kid's running 20 yards out on opening day, out of the tunnel, in front of everybody else. And I'm thinking that's a problem for me right there.
Exactly.
Okay. Like there should not be a true freshman leading this team out of the tunnel. There shouldn't be a true freshman getting off the bus first. There shouldn't be a true freshman doing anything.
We created it. I mean,
I don't know. Don't put that.
Jason says no.
What about media?
I did.
Media.
Yes.
Well, yeah, media is part of it, right?
I'm pointing the thumb.
Absolutely.
There we go.
But by the way, you've been able to see over the years. It's funny, like with you can see who's compromised and who's not.
I'm compromised.
No, I don't know. I don't think so. I think I think you have to be honest, right? Like you just have to be. I mean, and you're seeing it on a bigger scale in the country, with the elections and all that stuff. You're seeing, how media is kind of
100%
can navigate.
Don't get me started.
Right.
Yeah. I want to get you started. Do you have time for one more question? Or
yes.
Time? Yeah. Jason, so when I took over defensively a few years ago, it was incredible because Jason was in the room. So he came to every one of my meetings, sat into each one. So he was dialed into the team. Now, what's pretty cool, so Jason's in there, never interjected anything. He was always in every meeting, sat with there. Then we'd go to the D-line. But he was a valuable part for me.
Wow.
Are you still a valuable part with the team now?
I have no connection to the team. There was a period where I was trying to help out with some leadership mentality stuff that I was similar to doing, when Scott was there. But they went a different route. I think they went with the fancy, high dollar sports psychiatrists and psychologists that came in and had them doing scavenger hunts and really creating toughness throughout the
scavenger hunt.
You know what I mean?
All right. We can
hey,
those are fun.
We can do Matt Drills scavenger hunt.
Go pick up 5 cases of beer.
Yeah.
Go to some, one of your $1 million houses that, one of the players owns. And you know what? Like that's how you kind of build, like you got to go out, spend some time with the boys, hang out. But now they all got girlfriends. They all, are just locked into their relationships. They all think like they're a couple that needs to be on Instagram and posting their dance videos. And, it's like, hey, you can have it that way. But I also know that you're creating there's a soft culture down there then. And I'm not saying
you and
every
Grant
guy
never did any dance videos. No, there was no.
You didn't have your own dance.
Dancing on top of Peyton Manning's and Danny Warhols.
That was dance. That's how you.
That's my kind of dance.
We didn't celebrate. We didn't celebrate during the week at practice. That we caught a touchdown pass or made a sack, and who we were out there throwing the bones and doing all. No.
I know that.
No. That's not like
it wasn't even.
That's just lack of concentration. Like you're out there to work, not to work on your handshakes with every receiver. And do you know what I mean? Like,
God,
that's
just come on every day.
Like,
you just come here every day.
I'll step out.
You know what
I'll
I mean?
come here every day. Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry.
I'll
I could
step out.
only like
Jake will step out. It'll be just you. Just take it by yourself. Jason Peter unplugged.
It
That
took
was
me
good. No, that's a good point, though.
It took me like basically a full year before I was comfortable enough to actually throw the bones where you could actually see the bones, because we were not allowed to celebrate. If Charlie McBride saw you celebrate, like I remember Jamel picked off Jamel Williams picked off a ball early on in the year, ran it back for a touchdown. I forget, but he kind of, did the old Dion thing going into the end zone, and he got off to the sideline. I remember Charlie just annihilated this guy. Like that was the environment.
Right.
Like it was not about me. It was about the team.
But Jason, it's built in. It's not just a Nebraska thing. It's built into the entire culture of America. So how do you fight it?
With how do you fight what?
TikTok videos where you're dancing with your girlfriend.
Well,
it's just acceptable now.
It is. I don't think everybody does it. I think there are still guys that a good handful of guys that don't buy into it. But when you're split like that, when everybody's not on the same page, when guys have different priorities or they're, like the things that they enjoy, it's not an entire, unit. We operated under, it was if it was good for one, it was good for all. Like that's how we operate.
Well, imagine that.
I mentioned the other day that it might be tough for some of the new guys in the NIL world to play for Charlie.
Oh my goodness!
I was thinking what it was like as a GA, being a GA for him. But at the same time, you knew he loved you and you loved him. And so I remember, like I said, numerous times just getting annihilated as a GA. And I never once called my parents that night, or made anything.
So there was a black shirts video that I guess went out like on TikTok or Instagram or something. And a kid that I coached in California at Edison High School, he chimes on and puts a comment, and he says, "Oh, because Jason Peter was my coach when I was in high school."
Yeah,
he goes, "I was 14 years old." He goes, "It was the first time someone called me the C word." Right? He goes, "I didn't know what it was." He goes, "I didn't know what he was talking about." He goes, "But he was a damn good coach." Right? Like, and I'm thinking, yeah, because that's the environment that I grew up. Like, that's how it was,
Right.
like
From day one,
you learned, like, Charlie's whole thing was, I need to know that this guy is mentally tough, because if he's not mentally tough, he can't survive on 4th and 1 on the half-yard line. Right. Do you know what I mean? When it's our backs against the wall, I got to know what this kid is made of upstairs.
You wouldn't throw the bones as a freshman?
Oh, heck no. Well, that didn't start really till my junior year. I saw Matt Hunting, old linebacker. He, mostly a scout team player. But, like when those guys went out there, like scout team wanted to have a better day against the first team offense or the first team defense or whatever it may be. But he did this thing after he kind of made a play where he crossed his arms, but he had him kind of down, by his waist. And I was like, "Hey, Matt," I'm like, what was that? He's like, "It's the bones," or something like that. Right. And I was like,
hold it. He invented the bones.
So he did
Hold it. Time out here. Time out.
Matt Hunting?
Matt invented the bones.
So he did it, right? But
Sorry,
he did
Jake,
it down. So I said to him, I said, "Hey, Matt," I said, "What is that?" He goes, "The bones or something." And I said, "I like that." I said, "I'm going to take that." I said, "Otherwise it's never going to hit Memorial Stadium in front of, somebody's got to do it who is out there on the field." So I did it. And then it just gradually, it took almost an entire year before I felt comfortable enough, and only because it was a representation of the black shirts, right? Like, it wasn't an individual thing. It was about, this is the unit. It's about the black shirts.
Say the name again. Matt
Hunting.
We'll revisit that after the break.
Can you stick around for one more segment, Jason?
Please.
Yeah,
all right.
Please.
We'll
revisit that after.
We're going to go till 10. If you have
we'll go
till 10,
as
you got
you want.
questions for Jason Peter, please text us 402-464-5685. More next at Early Break in the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Pinnacle Bank. on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Lincoln's go-to for fun isn't new. It's a place that's been a staple of the city for years and is only getting better. Matson's Bowling and Billiards always has open bowling available with no long lines, unlike other centers. They have live music almost every weekend and great food at EJ's Bar and Lounge, with seating for 150 people. They have popular meals like the EJ Burger, pizza for the whole family, and famous EJ's Wings. Contact Sarah to book a party for friends, coworkers, or family at Matson's Bowling and Billiards, just south of 48th and Holdridge.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Sometimes good people make mistakes. When you find yourself in need of an attorney, call Liberty Law Group. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group will defend you in court and protect your freedom to get you the best possible outcome and the justice you deserve. Trust your freedom to Liberty Law Group, the best criminal attorneys in Nebraska and Iowa. Call them today at 877-404-5238. That's 877-404-5238. Or check them out online at libertylawgroup.com.
Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs, from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197. Are you looking for something different for lunch or dinner in Lincoln? Big 8 is now open at 1226 P Street, serving seafood boils and Asian cuisine. Get your hands messy with fresh, flavorful seafood boils, hot, bold, and made to share. Or enjoy classic Chinese and Asian dishes, perfect for lunch, dinner, or a night out with friends and family. Big flavors, generous portions, and a brand new dining experience. Big 8, now open in Lincoln.
In communities like ours, local relationships still matter. At Insight Partners, we believe we are better together. That's why insurance agencies across the Midwest have joined Insight Partners to better serve local customers and communities with all their insurance needs. From personal to commercial or specialty insurance, your local Insight Partners team is here to help protect what matters most. Insight Partners, better together. Learn more at myInspartners.com.
Unearth the secret to long-lasting tires at Tread's Central Tire Pros, a league apart in commitment, service, and expertise. This isn't just about rubber meeting the road, but trust, safety, and surety converging in perfect harmony. This is where expectations are exceeded every time. Make your appointment today at Tread's Central Tire Pros, just south of Cortland on Highway 77, or visit our website to explore our services. Remember, when it comes to tires, choose Tread's Central Tire Pros because we tread differently.
Some people are looking to buy their very first home. Others are looking to build. And some are refinancing to make what they have work a little better. But the one thing they all need? A personal guide through the mortgage process. At Pinnacle Bank, our local lenders work closely with you to find the right kind of loan and the best rates possible. Because every path home deserves someone by your side. Find your lender today with Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Husker fans, bring the whole family to the Nebraska Market and Fan Fest. Join them April 25th from 11 to 1 right outside Bowlin Stadium for a fun family event before Husker softball takes on Iowa for the final home series of the season. Shop from local crafters with handmade Husker merch like artwork, jewelry, and wall hangings, plus enjoy kids' games, face painting, and so much more. To find more information and lock in your tickets, head to Huskers.com today. Lincoln is full of great golf courses in a state that is getting national recognition for exceptional golf. Friend Country Club is worth the drive, just 40 minutes from Lincoln and home to one of the state's most respected 9-hole courses. Enjoy their restaurant with popular items like a 14-ounce ribeye, 10-ounce sirloin, or chicken fried steak. Open Thursday through Saturday from 5:30 to 10 p.m. Expand your horizons with a trip to Friend Country Club, just 40 minutes southwest of Lincoln. It's worth a visit.
Graham Tire presents life's greatest adventures.
Okay, buddy, here we go. Just keep your eye on the ball. All right, just swing right through it. Yeah, good job. Way to go. Hey, let it out. Run it out. Okay.
Great road trips start with great service. Graham Tire, your tire store next door, with 5 convenient Lincoln locations, getting you to the places that matter most.
I'm Dr. Jeremy Hosine, candidate for the University of Nebraska Board of Regents. Husker athletics has never been stronger. Let's champion the same mindset across our entire university: academics, research, and opportunity. As a neurosurgeon, former regent, and proud Husker, I'm running to stand up for NU's future because this matters to my family and yours. On May 12th, vote Dr. Jeremy Hosine for regent, for our students, for our future, and for Nebraska.
Hey Husker Nation, this is Todd Euler, 2-time national champion, here to talk to you about Window World Lincoln. At Window World, we specialize in replacement windows, doors, siding, and roofing. Whether you're looking to enhance the beauty of your home or increase its energy efficiency, we've got you covered. And here's the best part. We offer the best for less. Our team is dedicated to providing top quality products and exceptional service at affordable prices. We want to earn your business and make your home improvement dreams a reality. So why wait? Contact Window World Lincoln today at 464-7313 or visit our website at windowworldlincoln.com. Window World Lincoln, where quality meets affordability.
Need an adventure? How about the bright lights of Vegas, the magic of Orlando, or the sunshine of Orange County? Now you can reach them all with new flights from LNK on Breeze Airways. Stretch out, relax, and enjoy the flight. Your vacation starts the moment you board at LNK. Book today at LincolnAirport.com. LNK. Make flying easy.
To win in sports, adjust your strategy as the game changes. The same is true of investments. Hi, I'm Ryan Buck, your Edward Jones financial advisor, and I can help you create a game plan for financial success. Call me at 402-483-0377. Again, 402-483-0377 to get started today. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Wake up, Lincoln. Good morning. Good morning.
It's great to stay up late.
It's time for Early Break. Sponsored by Nebco and Anderson Ford. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's 93.7 The Ticket's Jake Sorensen.
I like Stone.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
And here comes a sandwich from God.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
Hey, somebody grab me a mocha quick, would you?
This is Early Break.
Welcome back to Hour 3 on a Thursday. Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. Third hour sponsored by our friends at Nebco. Now hiring at Ready Mix Concrete. Check them out at nebcoinc.com. Hour 3 also sponsored by Anderson Ford, 27th and I-80 and 33rd and Yankee Hill. Rainy day, not the best day to test drive, but get there before the rain hits.
You know what, though? If you do go test drive today, you know what that would be?
What's that?
Ballsy. Be ballsy to do that.
Tricks, hear that?
Hear that?
Ballsy.
Jason said you're going to throw away all your, don't forget, remember anything from your past. It's very ballsy.
Putting the past aside.
Putting the past
It's
aside.
a lot to put aside, Jason.
It's a lot right there. Can anybody find...
You're a stronger man than me. Say that.
If you're just tuning in,
I'll say that.
If you're just tuning in, we have Jason Peter in studio. This is the full hour.
Good God, Jason.
Here on draft day. We had some questions pop up here during the break for you, Jason. They want to know what the weight room was like back when you were in college for an elite championship level team.
Yeah, that'd be a great question.
It was intense. There were the strength coaches were in there and they were pushing, and you had some opportunities. You could either, it depended on your academic schedule. My academic schedule sometimes did not supersede my football schedule.
Would LeBlanc have some things to say?
Talk to Dennis right now.
Dennis LeBlanc.
Sorry, Dennis.
We'll bring. He's a fan of the show.
That's the best stuff is when you get a chance to talk to guys like Dennis. And he'll be like, oh man, he's like, these guys have no idea.
Yeah.
They have no idea the hell that you guys used to put us through. And well, now they don't even have to go to class, right? I mean, seriously,
optional.
it is so like. They're not even close to like being college athletes. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I do know what you mean.
Right. So there's really no excuse for there not to be any first rounders here at Nebraska, because if
They
you're not
gotta go
going to
into
school
Clay-
as well, and you're here
You're
to
in
play
advanced
football, and you're not producing, that's not good.
So you were in Dennis's office a couple
Oh
times.
yeah,
A lot.
I lived down there. I mean, it was yeah. While Grant got to go home, like I was still down at the stadium study hall.
Grant went home.
Grant went home. I'm going to be here for a couple more hours. Grant, if we're going to go down to the rail later, pick me up at study hall.
Yeah.
Yes.
Should we get to Matt Hunting really fast?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So can anybody find Matt Hunting? He's from Cozad.
Yeah.
Can anyone locate a cell phone number on him or a way to contact him? Because this story is incredible. As Jason said, Matt Hunting invented the bones, and he did low bones.
Yes.
And Jason saw it, addressed it, and he goes, "I got to take this to the field and to the stadium," and that's how the bones got started. Would be by a walk-on player playing on the scout team against the number one offense, and he invented this. And he needs to get his due. Thank you for that. What an incredible story. I've never heard that.
Either. And it was almost like the environment back then was a starter almost couldn't get away with creating that. The backup, a backup could, because you were trying, like those guys were getting the what beat out of them every single day. So how they made practice still energetic and fun for them, that was huge, right? And guys like Matt Hunting and stuff, those were the guys that were scout team players. And
when they got rings, those rings counted.
Absolutely.
When they got
Absolutely.
rings, now it's like
they were not just holding a bag.
No,
they were not just holding. They had. I mean, that was. I remember like Kevin Steele and all the young guys, the younger coaches, the GAs that were always assigned to making sure, holding the cards up, making sure scout team was lined up right. Like those guys were always kind of looking for ways that keep the scout team guys dialed in, keep them focused, keep them in a game-like mentality. And like that's what,
when you had to run,
was.
When I was running the scout team offense against Jason and the Black, so I had to run that, and it was so intense. Try this one out for a second. Can we get 11 out of the huddle at one time? If you came out with 10 or 9 guys out of the huddle and then a receiver, and it's supposed to be a slot formation, there's not, and so they can't get lined up, and the coach would just, and then Charlie, can we get 11 out of the huddle? Oh,
Charlie.
And it was on. And so guess what you did? You'd be like, in that huddle, be like, 11 guys are coming out of this huddle at one time. You'd be trying to count and make sure it was all right. It was intense. And then if you got yelled at, you got yelled at. And guess why? It was your fault.
Yeah.
It's your job to get 11 out of the huddle.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Charlie didn't mess around. I mean, it was even when you thought, like this was the mind games like of Charlie McBride. Even when you thought your unit played great on Saturday, and you'd think, okay, we're going to show up on Monday watching film. It's going to be cakewalk, and usually those days, those Mondays when we came in, that was when we were kind of served, a big plate of humble pie. Like you guys are basically, dog crap, you ain't done nothing, and here we are, we're thinking we're going to get patted on the back. And those were usually where we got the most critique, like he never wanted us to be content. We always were on our toes,
Master.
Always felt like we were in a position where we had to prove ourselves. Like on that same video, I mean, Trev was talking about like his black shirt and getting it, and how there wasn't a day that he showed up to the stadium where he didn't feel like if he didn't perform at his highest level, whether it was a Monday practice or a Friday practice, that the potential was there for him to be replaced on Saturday, And that was the same feeling all the way through. Grant had it. I had it. Christian, we all had it. Like if you did not show up for one day, for one period, for one inside run, that there was the potential there that Charlie might just, and he was crazy enough to just be like, you're not playing on Saturday.
Yeah. Great. That's great though.
Yeah.
What other questions?
Well, we have a text. I just confirmed it. Grant Wisham has texted in.
Oh, God, this is sweet.
Oh, no way.
He wants to talk academics.
This is great. You are right. He says if Jason would have spent half as much time studying rather than trying to find people to copy off of, we write his papers, he would have graduated cum laude.
So there's some academic integrity involved.
Well, another huge impact that I have had on this program that doesn't get talked about enough.
What's that?
When we were freshmen, we'd usually find, like some co-ed on the tennis team or something like that.
Co-ed
cozy up to her.
Cozy
up to her. We just happened to be in the same Psych 101 class.
Just happened to be.
I would position myself at a little angle where I could just kind of see over the shoulder. It's over. It's done.
We're not getting our titles taken back.
But the best would be we're in Love Library, in the big hall there, and behind me would be like 30 brothers from the team. Right? And they'd be looking over my shoulder. And that's how we did it.
That's how
we rolled out a team.
A system right
3
there.
championships. Stack the school.
You don't get enough credit. You're right.
You're right.
I had no
and
idea.
They want to get on you for one tweet.
Because that was happening, I'm sure, for years prior to me getting here. But yeah, we worked.
So you say Raymakers may have been involved in this?
Oh, Raymakers was huge in my academic development.
The blank,
which is probably why I don't use my brain much.
The blank system explained.
Wow, there was quite a talk about development.
Oh yeah.
Align yourself with the tennis player.
Yeah, get everything. It's a system involved.
Class.
Yeah. Thank you, Grant, for
good job.
Yes.
Grant
any other questions from the?
We haven't even talked to him about draft.
Well, go ahead, ask me a question.
Well, I'll bring one up because I asked him. I said, "What was draft day?" I said, "Now there's, bear." I asked if he bear hugged the commissioner and stuff. So Jason can explain his draft day and then how it worked and who was invited to the difference to like that, and then his trip into the city that night.
Yeah. So it was the '98 draft, and it was they had in previous years, they were inviting quite a bit of players. And I think some of them were not getting picked, in the first round. Some of them were still sitting there at the third round. And that's brutal. Like when you have the camera on you and everybody on ESPN is watching and is he going to get picked here? This could be a landing spot. Next thing you know, he's not getting picked till the fifth round. So that year, and it was Tagliabue, right? It was
Paul Tagliabue.
Yeah. He decided that they were only going to have like 3 players there, 3 surefire, top 5. So I think they had Peyton, they had Ryan Leaf, and Curtis Enos, who was a running back at Penn State,
sure.
Who was a great guy who I got to know, kind of in the award seasons afterwards. And he was a guy that always seemed to be knocking on Grant and I's door and just wanted to hang out. And part of it was he wanted to know like our mentality. Like we had just finished, one of the greatest runs in college football history. And it was kind of neat. You had other players from other schools that wanted to know. And it was the same when I got down to Carolina. Like even 10-year vets were like, what was it like at Nebraska? Like what was the environment? Like what did you guys create out there that you were able to be so successful? It was neat. Because a lot of people obviously in the football world took notice of what we were doing.
Can you imagine that, Bill? He just dropped in conversation. We had just finished one of the greatest runs in college football history.
No big whoop.
Yeah. So you get drafted. You're in New Jersey.
Yeah.
Tell us how you got the call.
So I was at home. The Cowboys were one of the teams, and they were picking 8.
Okay.
And if this happens and this happens, you're going to be our guy. And you hear that though from like 3 or 4 different teams. But anyway, Dallas has a representative they send to my house who is ultimately watching the draft with us, and they've got a direct cell phone, to Jerry or whatever. And it was funny. So we're sitting in the basement, and I went to the gym to start the day. And I think I got home maybe by the time, Chicago was picking, I think at 3rd, because there was some talk that Chicago was interested. So they pass, they take Curtis. The next spot, I think, was maybe Dallas. And they end up picking Greg Ellis out of North Carolina. So the guy from Dallas just takes off after they pick. Right, which was odd, right? It's like my whole family, and then the scout from Dallas is in here.
He just left.
And he left. He's like, well, you're not going to be here next time we pick, so I'm out of here.
See you later. Where should I eat at?
Right.
Yeah.
So, so then ultimately, you get the call, and, your agent's calling, and he's saying, well, Atlanta's picking 12. They said they're, Charlie's calling me saying, I talked to the D-line coach last night, at Atlanta. They're going to take you. They take Keith Brooking, linebacker. It's funny.
Sounds stressful.
It is. And even though knowing like I should be gone, before this first round is over, it's still like, every pick. And back then it was like 15 minutes or 20 minutes in between each pick. So, it was, but ultimately then, you get the call and I think it was Marty Herney, who was the GM down there, and he called, and then Dom Capers got on the phone, and then it's just a sign, this big relief, like at least where you're going, and I remember my agent calling me. It was neat because he was like, Green Bay is going to start to trade up. They're going to try to make a move to get you. And originally I'm thinking, oh my God, I just spent like 4.5 years in Lincoln. Now I got to go
colder.
Now I got to go to Green Bay.
Yeah.
Right. So, but I also knew Miami wanted me as well. So I'm watching these two teams kind of like trade up, like pick by pick to get as high as they can. And then ultimately, Carolina pulled the trigger.
Carolina.
So I wasn't in the city for the draft, but ultimately me and the boys, we hit the city later that night, and
that was probably fun.
It ended up, I think I had like a wife beater on at McDonald's at like 6 a.m. or something like that. Yeah. We're rolling out of the club, and people are like grabbing their McMuffins to go to work in the morning. Yeah.
Oh, that is an awesome story. First round draft.
14th
overall pick, 1998.
Oh,
you watched tonight? You watched tonight?
Yeah,
you watched the draft?
Great question.
I probably, I'll honestly, like I wasn't sure if it was tonight, tomorrow. What
Tonight.
You kind of lose interest when players from your own school are not kind of in the discussion. Sure. Obviously I have Emmett. There's kind of a wide range, I think, of people where they're expecting him to go. Maybe could sneak into the end of the second, but also could end up dropping to the fourth. He's not like your typical, like Jeremiah Love is big back, right? Like you got those guys from Penn State, big physical backs, right? Like NFL is physical, and not taking anything away from Emmett. Like he worked his tail off. God only knows what the season would have looked like without Emmett on the roster.
Good way to look at it. It wasn't Scadaboo a second rounder.
I don't know.
Because he had his film was ridiculous, strong, powerful, and he showed it in the NFL.
Yeah.
Point being is that he was his
fourth round pick.
So think about that. Take Scadaboo's film and look at it, size, what he did. Times you hear about Scadaboo last year. That's all you heard about. He was a phenomenon, and he went in the fourth round.
Yeah.
Yep. So just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind.
That's a great point about Scadaboo.
I think it's easy to say, Emmett was an All-American. He was this, he was that, but it's not. Sometimes it's not exactly what the NFL is looking for in terms of when you're talking about high draft picks, right? Like they want some bigger, more physical type back. The NFL is obviously the most physical league out there, and not to say that Emmett can't do well. He can be a highly successful back. He keeps working the way that he's worked, then the sky's the limit for him. But in terms of where you get picked, that's a whole different.
Can I go back in time?
Yeah.
This is odd.
We love better time.
This is
when
not even.
Sip was married to his wife the first time.
First time. Yeah. This was tricks. And we're going to go back and revisiting this. Yeah. And this all came about. There was a new photo came out of him on AI, and he's looking really good.
Yeah, I look like a whip you.
Yeah, it looks like really good.
I like Mike Allstott.
I want to talk about a player that never gets discussed. Never talked about.
Terrell Farley.
I got to choose not Farley. No.
He'll let you know.
And I'm going to say undersized, underweight. tell us about Dante Jones.
Dante
Small
Jones.
potato, hard to peel. Small potato, hard to peel. That's what he used to eat after he'd take a 300, 20-pound offensive tackle and put him on his head.
Yeah.
He'd be on a small potato, hard to peel.
Never heard that.
Never
That's
heard that.
interesting.
But was he not? I mean, and he played in the NFL for several.
Oh, he was with me in Carolina too.
Went to
He was
Pittsburgh
in
first.
Pittsburgh to start. Yeah, then Carolina.
No one really talks about him.
Yeah,
They really
Dante
don't. And he was a dude.
That's when we had dudes that were putting their hand in their dirt. Like we had, 4 and 5 of them that anyone could have been the starter. Like they were all just dudes.
Yeah.
Like from Rucker to Kelsey's.
Yes.
To, Dante and Dwayne Harris and obviously Trev and all those. Like we just. T. Sam, and the crop of those outside linebacker DNs that they built down there, and a lot of that was projection from Osborne and the recruiting guys to how somebody's going to fit in our defense, right? Like not what everybody else is projecting them at, but T.O., he took safeties, made them linebackers, took linebackers, made them outside linebackers, took defensive ends, made them D tackles. Like athleticism and being able to run was the most important thing.
I almost forgot about that, how often he did that.
Oh, yeah. And like people talk about, 95 defense, and obviously it was great. But you want to see a defense that could fly? The 96 defense,
who are we talking about?
Ogard was the only big guy, like truly big guy.
And who else?
I was the tackle. It was Tomich. It was Wistrom. It was, Farley. It was Jay Foreman. It was Terwilliger. It was John Hess. Then you had Mike Brown. You had Ralph Brown. You had Mike Minner.
The secondary right there.
You had Michael Booker. The first rounders all over the field.
Yeah.
And if you beat Texas, right, in the Big 12 championship game, you're going to play for it again.
Yeah.
And you're going to win it.
Yeah.
You're going to win it.
Yeah, and the reality is those Arizona State and Texas are two games that I think about more than any of the games.
I talk about it all the time. The losses haunt you so much more than the wins make you feel good.
Permanently are planted in my head, and whenever the old days gets brought up, that's where what a disappointment for us to go down there to St. Louis and not have our best stuff. That was heartbreaking because we thought for sure that was a national championship team. Especially on defense, we could fly. Yeah.
Interesting. Jason, we appreciate it. God, we appreciate
We're
it.
done?
We can keep going.
I got nothing else to do.
We get in their session.
We got more. All right.
My first wife is still my first wife.
Yeah.
So I have to go home.
He's 1 for 1. He's 1 for 1.
Ballsy.
It'll go down forever. Is anybody located hunting? Matt Hunting.
Matt, call into the show.
Call into the show. Can someone find Matt Hunting from Cozad?
Matt,
He's a weak
402-464-5685.
Get him
call
to call
in, Matt.
Get Matt Hunting to call into the show.
Farley has to know.
He probably has a video of it.
Right.
With Keith Jackson narrating.
He played behind Farley. Farley has to know.
We'll have more with Jason Peter next. Early break in the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Nepco and Anderson Ford on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Constructors is now hiring for all positions with pay starting at 23 and up based on experience. Constructors has immediate job openings for mechanics, bridge builders, operators, and drivers. Start your new career today. Constructors offer great pay, health, dental, and vision, paid time off, paid holidays, and so much more. Join the crew today and be a part of Nebraska's oldest paving company dating back to 1908. For a complete list of openings and to apply online, visit constructorslincoln.com.
Graham Tire presents life's greatest adventures.
Okay, buddy, here we go. Just keep your eye on the ball. All right, just swing right through it. Yeah, good job. Way to go. Hey, run it out. Okay.
Great road trips start with great service. Graham Tire, your tire store next door, with 5 convenient Lincoln locations, getting you to the places that matter most.
If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Dana Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at gainatrucking.com.
This is Jordy Ball for Anderson Ford. For years, Anderson has relied on an exceptional customer experience. But just this once, they're going to rely on a really great pitch.
Right now, lease a 2026 Ford F-150 for $197 per month for 36 months.
Experience better at Anderson Ford.
Stock number 1008753. $199 per month lease for 36 months with approved credit. 7,500 miles per year. $10,250 due at signing. No security deposit required. Tax, title, and license fees extra. Residency restrictions apply. Program subject to change. Must take new retail delivery from Anderson Auto Group by 4/30/26.
Some people are looking to buy their very first home. Others are looking to build. And some are refinancing to make what they have work a little better. But the one thing they all need? A personal guide through the mortgage process. At Pinnacle Bank, our local lenders work closely with you to find the right kind of loan and the best rates possible. Because every path home deserves someone by your side. Find your lender today with Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Sandhills Global is growing right here in Lincoln. With our expanding campus and continued growth, we're hiring across a wide range of careers, from interns to experienced professionals. Join the team at Sandhills Global and build your career with competitive pay, great benefits, and real opportunities to grow. Visit sandhills.jobs to view openings and apply today. That's sandhills.jobs.
Good morning, Breakers. This is Scott Miller from Midwest Bank. When I recently joined Midwest Bank, I was immediately impressed by our exceptional service. My first customer made the switch from a large corporate bank and didn't have to wait in line or call a 1-800 number. We treated him like family. He now visits the bank just to say hello. While other banks go corporate, we stay Nebraska. Visit us at midwest.bank or drop by a branch today. Your community, your bank. Midwest Bank. Member FDIC.
Sometimes good people make mistakes. When you find yourself in need of an attorney, call Liberty Law Group. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group will defend you in court and protect your freedom to get you the best possible outcome and the justice you deserve. Trust your freedom to Liberty Law Group, the best criminal attorneys in Nebraska and Iowa. Call them today at 877-404-5238. That's 877-404-5238. Or check them out online at libertylawgroup.com.
When tacos and quesadillas join forces at Amigos, something seriously delicious happens. Quesadilla tacos. Crispy on the outside, gooey on the inside, folded taco style, and stuffed with bold seasoned flavor. It's like your favorite quesadilla and taco teamed up for the ultimate spring fling. With Tex-Mex, chicken, supreme, or steak, Amigos has a quesadilla taco for everyone. So hurry in. This tasty collab is here for a limited time only. Get the ultimate flavor fusion with quesadilla tacos at Amigos. When the weather heats up, cool down with Amigos' new frosted lemonades and limeades. Icy, fruity, and oh so refreshing. Start with a zesty lemonade or limeade base. Then choose blue raz, cherry, or strawberry to create your personalized flavor mix. Amigos tops it all with a swirl of frosty vanilla ice cream. Whether you're soaking up the sun or just need a cool pick-me-up, these frosty delights are summer in a glass. Chill out with a frosted lemonade at Amigos.
You can buy a mower just about anywhere, but at Acres, it's more than a mower. It's professionally set up before it leaves the lot. It's 0% for up to 48 months on select John Deere residential mowers. And it's a full-service department standing behind you. From lawn tractors to zero turns, we carry the lineup and support it for the long haul. This spring, make it more than a mower. Make it Acres. Offer ends April 30th. Subject to approved credit. See dealer for details.
Big value and big flavor meet at Wings and Rings thanks to the all-new delicious Duo Combo. This is the one you've been waiting for. Get one half-sized appetizer and 2 entrees with a side for only $19.99. Bring a friend for the best deal in town on any day of the week, during game time, or whenever the heck you want. Their made-to-order wings and chicken sandwiches are waiting for you at their 68th and O and 40th and Old Cheney locations. Stop by Wings and Rings and celebrate every day with the best meal deal in town.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
We're on the air.
Back
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
to more of Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Are you looking for a new way to put your skills to work?
I am.
Explore new options in the fintech industry.
Finance.
At Currency, a Sandhills Global Company. They have full-time spots in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. Also, 4.5-day work week, attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more today.
Well, I know one thing. If you want to be at the head of the class like Jason was,
yes,
as a first-round draft pick, then you go to Currency. That's if you want to be a first-round draft pick, that's where you go. It's run by a former Husker also.
Who's that?
Carson Shaw.
Carson Shaw.
And find yourself a co-ed.
Yes.
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 Right?
Find it for
Because
academics
are
matter.
just as important. See, there you go, Dennis.
Yes.
Academics, if you don't get it done in the classroom, you're not going to get it done out on the field.
Exactly. Thank
Wow.
Jason,
Thanks for saying
One
that.
way or another, get it done. That's basically the underlying message. Doesn't matter how you just get it done. Get it done.
Oh.
Currency.
GoCurrency.com. We're joined by Jason Peters. Jason Peters, excuse me. And you look at this show has a fascination with Curt Cignetti.
Yeah.
We talk about how this program at Nebraska is not performing very well, but in 2 years he makes the playoffs twice at the losingest program in the history of college football, wins the national title in year 2 undefeated, and we don't understand how he's doing it. But when you see, I mean, doesn't that like put every program in the country on alert, saying if he can do it there, then you can do it where you're at as well?
Absolutely, but the path is clear. I mean, you can see how this all came about. It all started, and it runs back to TO. Okay, 1996. We finished the season. So we're going into spring ball. We had just finished the home and home with Michigan State.
Okay.
So for spring ball going into 97, there were a lot of staffs that were coming out at that point, but most of them would come for, like a few days during our spring ball.
Okay. They would come. Yeah.
And
watch the four-station miracle.
Yeah. To watch our practice,
Okay.
sit in meetings. But Michigan State with Nick Saban, their entire staff came out, and they were there pretty much, I would say, for, if not the entire spring ball, 3 out of the 4 or 5 weeks, that it was. They were there the entire time, right?
Yeah.
So he takes that, goes down to LSU, takes our blueprint of, hey, we're gonna get after it during the week, right? Creating this environment during the week that's going to be more difficult than Saturdays. Takes it down to LSU, wins a national championship, goes to Alabama, wins a bunch of national championships. Where's Cignetti? Hook up with him down there at Alabama. Like it's the same stuff. Like you have to, there is no you have to show them live stuff during the week. You have to see game speed during the week. They're not good enough. They haven't been in enough wars to practice like an NFL team and then find it on Saturday, and especially when you're talking about players who honestly have never even found it before. They don't even know what they're looking for. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I tend to. I did not. Did you know that, Bill, that Saban spent that much time here?
I didn't know there's that much time, but I do know this. I know from someone that was on Saban's staff at Alabama, and one time he was getting after his staff, and he said, "You don't know what it's like to have Nebraska just kick you out of your own stadium." He said, and that's what'll happen to you if we don't operate at this pace. And all the things, like I said, that Saban does is just like Nebraska did. All the great ones are the same. Tell us what your thought was, whether we know this or true, how people talk about, you mentioned this off air about, Cignetti, we just come in, we do our work, but we get out early, we do our stuff. Tell us what we think of that.
Yeah. After he won the championship, he was doing some interviews and people were asking him about, his coaching method and style. And he was like, I don't really grind on my coaches, we're out of here at a reasonable hour. I want them to have lives. No, he's messing with listen, you don't do what he did, right? Going in there with that sort of mentality.
Rolling it at 8:30.
Yeah. No.
Grabbing some Starbucks.
He's messing with every other coach out there, making them think that this is the way. Like, trust me, they are grinding. They are detailed. They are doing everything that a championship level team does.
I guarantee he's a 5-day vacation guy like Osborne.
It's not bailing out early. Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, T.O. would take 5 days off the entire year, right? He would usually go on a fishing trip. Sometimes he'd go like to Alaska or something for 4 or 5 days, right? But other than that, he was back here grinding. He was not going on vacations. He wasn't going, all over, different countries, like to the Masters for the, like he just wasn't doing, like, you got to be, especially this day and age where you have so many new players that are coming in here. Like, you want to talk about like cohesiveness and getting to know the guy next to you. And like, that all comes from being here, being present. Like, look, ultimately you can do it whatever way you want. Right. Like, but so far we haven't seen any results, right? Like, it's basically still the same record as what Mike Riley, who apparently the program was dead when Mike Riley was here. But when you end up with the same record at this point, it's safe to say that I guess the program is still dead. I mean, I don't know. It's a results-based business, right? And
absolutely. So
at the end of the day, you can tell me how good it is, and you can tell me that this is going right or that's going right. But at the end of the day, you got to show everybody, and you show everybody by winning games. That's it.
What do you see this season? What is it?
It's going to be tough,
Why?
And this goes back to dropping the standard. Now we're in year 4, and we're the talk about, this team is, gosh, I hope we don't get crushed by Indiana. I hope Ohio State doesn't blow us out of the stadium. I hope Oregon doesn't do it. Like, really? Is that where we should be at this point?
The standard has fallen.
It's right. And it's fallen too much.
So you're saying that the games that have to be, I know this has always been my big take, so I'm probably pushing for support, but I don't care about Ohio. I don't care about North Dakota. I don't care.
Well,
I want to know what we do in games that you die to play in.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, that's ultimately how you're judged. Like, I don't care what
you didn't talk about a lot of non-conference games
Sisters
today.
of the Blind. No, I mean, and Charlie would let us know.
You did beat Central Florida.
Yeah, but
even though our mindset under TO was whatever game is next, that's the toughest game of our on the schedule.
It was,
and that's how we operate.
It was that,
right? Like,
that's why games were 65-7.
That's right.
And not one of those games. Well, it ended up we're kind of sloppy, 48 to 22, and maybe it's kind of weird, like that. But no, that's not how it worked because of the standard.
But running your mouth after beating a bunch of high school teams, to start the season at 4-0, and you're talking about how your quarterback's not getting enough attention, and you're throwing out all these statistics after 4 games, 2 of them against basically glorified high school teams. That to me, no. Everybody just needs to shut their mouth and just play football. Focus on that.
Yeah. Is that impossible now, though?
It's hard.
In this world, you have to admit this changed since you played.
It has. But
there's a lot more opportunity to speak.
But don't you think that the commitment level should be greater with the amount? I mean, Tom Osborne made $250,000 after winning his 3rd national championship. Charlie McBride never made more than $80,000. And I'm not criticizing these guys because they're making so much more. But I would think if you're a coach, like one of these guys that's getting paid, $8 to $13 million a year, there's expectation there, right? Like, and it's not necessarily about you living your best life. It's seriously, like, there's time for when the job's over to do that. When the job's over to do that. But right now, this is not, like, I don't need somebody at every damn sporting event that is on TV. I want somebody here who knows his team from front to back, top to bottom. You know what I mean? Like, that's what is the expectation, I believe. And I don't think that's absurd to think that when you're getting paid the kind of money that you're getting paid.
People always said, to me, you have no life whatsoever. I said, I know, and it's great. I signed up for it. I signed up for it. I didn't get drafted. No one's making me have to work on July 4th to, on the phone all day recruiting. It's like, no, I signed up for it and I love it.
When we were in school, Charlie would always be like, you guys aren't going to get into coaching. No, I won't let you. I won't let you. He's like, you don't get any, there's no time with the family and you piss poor money. Right. And obviously that has changed.
That's changed.
Now.
Yes.
You have guys that have never coached a day in their life step in and are getting, $400,000 and $500,000, to be a position coach or, it's just crazy. I mean, you're seeing these guys now making $4 million, $5 million to be coordinators in college, right?
Yeah.
But there's an expectation, I think, that goes along with that. And I think here at Nebraska, we're just tired of being told this is the plan. This is it, and whatever coach. I'm not excluding any of the coaches that have come, after T.O. or Frank, all of them, hold certain responsibility to where their program's finished. And that's at the end of the day, that's why it's a results-based business. It wasn't ultimately good enough, I guess, while Bo was here, Mike Riley, Scott Frost, and we're haven't finished the story yet on Matt Rule, but ultimately you're judged by the results. I don't need to be, told that, we're this or we're that. I want to see it with my eyes.
Okay. On draft day, this is where this is germane.
Yeah.
It's a results-based business. On draft day, you better have 5 or 6 guys drafted every year, and somebody should be in at least the second round, if not the first.
Yeah.
We haven't seen that in years.
Yeah.
And that is, I think talent acquisition has been, I think that's problem numero uno. Now,
you think it's worse than development?
Well, you can develop.
Because tell me, and I don't want this to sound bad, but Iowa is better at being Nebraska than Nebraska is.
No, there's a point. Yeah. Yes, but do you want to be where Iowa is, or you want to be where Ohio State is?
Well, this is the old Sean Ike course, right?
Sounds like Sean's in the building here.
Well, Sean Ike, hang on, Sean Ike course can call in.
Well, it'd be better to use like another example. How about Minnesota? You want to be where Minnesota is, or you want to be where Oregon is?
No, but
their developmental program.
Yeah.
Who
Minnesota.
Minnesota. Yeah, absolutely. But I mean, we keep showing up to play Minnesota, and they play Nebraska ball better than we do. They line up, and this team that we lost to this past year was not even a good Minnesota team.
No.
But they just lined up and they kicked the snot out of you.
Well, I think you first got to solve that riddle, Minnesota, Iowa, then move to the next one.
Well, that's, I think, what's worrisome, and what a lot of people are, we keep hearing this message about we need more money, we need more money, we need more money.
You do hear that.
But you're not beating the teams
with
today
less money
that are working with less money than you right now.
Yeah.
So what's to make us believe that if we put another 20 million into your, are we still going to be able to beat a Minnesota, or are we even talking about beating an Ohio State? Do you know what I mean? Because clearly we're not above where we should be.
Sometimes when we have these conversations, it just sounds to me like people are saying have totally given up on the notion of having first and second round talent.
Yeah,
you can't give up on that.
That's crazy.
You can't give up on it.
I know. That's
or maybe you can. I wouldn't if I were in that position.
No, you can't.
You got to have that.
Absolutely.
That's the only way you're going to win a title.
Absolutely. You got to have players. But I do think that, when you are just swimming in that pond of just like 4 and 5 star, number one, you're dealing with a kid that has an ego the size of, California on him, right? Like that's just the reality because they've been told how great they are. And now it's about money and, all this and that. And I mean, so you better know that you're bringing in the right kids.
You can find them.
I do, but I still think that your core has to be like these Midwest kids.
Okay.
And then you go to Jersey, go to Florida, go to California, sprinkle in these players, right? Sprinkle in, but
that's a plan.
But they got to be legit dudes, right?
God.
Like, and now it's hard. Like I remember at the '95 reunion, Troy Dannon got up and he's like, "Well, we're paying guys to come on recruiting trips now." It's like, well, first off, know your room, right? Like 95 guys don't want to hear that you're paying guys to come on recruiting trips. So if you're paying them to come on recruiting trips, then I'm guessing you're probably paying them to when they do their final, their top 8, Instagram posts, you're probably paying them to be in that post. When they come down to their final 2, you're probably paying them for that. If they give you a commitment, I'm sure you're paying them for that, right? And then ultimately for them to go somewhere else.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Find your guys. Like they don't all have to be 4 and 5 star guys. We were not built we were not a 4 and 5 star team. We had some 4 and 5 star guys.
Yeah. Think of some of the guys. Look, Ogard, you mentioned Terry Keneally, you mentioned Buddha, you mentioned. I mean, there was a lot of these players. I mentioned offensively that Nebraska was known for when it came to walk-ons that were ended up being NFL players were fullbacks. We don't have that position anymore.
Right.
We truly don't have blocking tight ends because the tight end has to be able to stretch the field.
Right.
But we won a ton of games with blocking tight ends.
Yeah.
We also won a lot of games with O-linemen that were 6'1".
Yeah.
Where now it's like we can't take a 6'1" guy because he's got to pass protect.
Right.
And they were and those guys were downhill guys because of the style of offense allowed us to play with some players that were local, tight end, fullback, and O-linemen that you could get that were Midwestern type guys because of what we did offensively.
Yeah.
That ship sail.
That's where I think they need to stop looking at the 6'4", 6, it's got to be 6'3" and up. You got O-linemen that are 6'8", 6'9". I'm telling you, okay, as a former first rounder, former All-American, the toughest guys for me to play against were the shorter guys. The 6'1" guys
to
that
get
were
under him,
built like the kid from Texas, Dan Neal, Aaron Taylor here at Nebraska. Like these guys
Aaron
are
Taylor.
The leverage you as a tall guy, me being north of 6'5", you got to be able to bend. And the shorter the guy is on the other side, that means you got to bend even more to get leverage. And that's hard. And now. He's got some short guys on the D line this year. And it remains to be seen whether or not they can hold up in the Big Ten. 6 feet. If you're listed at 6 feet 260, I'm guessing you're probably 5'10", 255
Josh,
or something like that.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying he can't be successful. I'm just saying it looks like a long shot. Big Ten is physical.
Oh yeah.
Like
Jason, tell what the fans. So I always rave about the O-line, D-line. I said because I said, and I coached back end and all the different positions, right? But just tell them what it's like because every practice, all you did was put hands on people on both sides, either on equipment, on pads, or on people. In some positions, you may not get touch another person for half the day or all day.
Right.
You might be, but on O-line, D-line. Just tell them what practice is like. And it's like, it was every day you were putting hands on people.
Well, that's why it was so hard for me, like to see basically you give the keys to the kingdom to an 18-year-old that has not done anything. He's a quarterback, so he doesn't really have to go through the physical demands of like a big time college football program, like practice on a daily basis. So there really is, like this, that you got to be careful when you're talking about a position like that. But like with linemen, like every day, like your fingertips are all chewed off, especially the old AstroTurf, you've got broken bones in your fingers, your shoulders, everything is hurting. But I forget this part of hitting so many times. I forget where we were.
Just what it was like to go down with the O-line. You guys wouldn't remember the North?
Pit.
Remember the North Stadium? Remember that SIP? The North. You had to go walk through the North end zone. You came down old AstroTurf and the old. The building was 100 years old.
Yeah. So the O-line would be kind of right next door, and the D-line would be like in. I guess they were maybe like old racquetball courts or something like that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and that's where we would spend half the day, and that's where Charlie could do whatever he wanted, and nobody. But there were times like, we would do one-on-ones down there. I mean, there would be full-on brawls down there, just O-line, D-line.
It was just him and Milton Dan, Charlie Milton Dan.
Oh yeah, and there was no concern about making somebody uncomfortable with the words that were being like. A lot of Copenhagen was thrown in our faces. He had Charlie's ass beater, which was the stick. He had like an old wooden paddle. And it had
Repeat
like
that.
The old wooden paddle that had about 4 or 5 nails that were at the end. Now, I never saw him hit anybody, but he would threaten you with it, and you didn't know if he had hit anybody in the past.
Yeah.
You know.
I want you. Imagine if you came to practice today.
I've never seen.
And all of a sudden you went around, and the D-line coach would walk around with a paddle with nails in it.
Does Rule have a
That
paddle
was
with nails?
Let's go investigate
and
this.
someone-
It'd be a big problem now. It would be a
Someone
big problem.
painted on it. It was called Charlie's Ass Beater.
Yeah.
I didn't know
Down
that.
in the old pit was.
We're
was
learning stuff.
We are.
Didn't know Matt Honey.
But that's where
Didn't know Matt Honey,
that's where boys were turned into men.
We have
Hang on. Is he on the air?
He's
been
been
located.
No, he's been located. Where's he at?
Been
Find
located.
out more. Can you stay on that? Stay on top of that. Did you ever have to train down in the old mushroom gardens?
Oh, Brian Bailey used to take us
the
down
mushroom
there.
Brian Bailey.
Yeah.
Oh, a dirt track underground.
Yeah.
Oh, Bailey. Bailey was a beaut.
Oh yeah.
He was awesome.
Oh yeah.
yeah. Rain
Freckles.
Goebel. Yeah. Goebel.
Everybody
Goebel.
everybody at the time was going to
Arthur.
to like these training academies, for the draft and everything.
Yeah.
Back then IMG was
Yep.
a big place where guys went. I think Grant went down there, but I was like, you know what? I'm like, I've been training with this guy under him for the last, 4 years. I'm like, I can sleep in my own bed. I can do everything. And I was just like, why would I switch? So he trained me, for the combine, and I never looked back. Brian Bailey was a stud.
Brian Bailey trained you.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I haven't talked to Brian Font, who went to USC for a while. Where's he
Yeah.
at now? Do you know?
I think he's just living down in Missouri,
Is he?
I think. But I'm not 100% sure, but I know he was out at SC. We hooked up one time out there. And but Bales was, it was, and guys like Doak Ostergaard and
Doak,
it was,
incredible trainer. Yeah.
We have an update.
Yeah, that
Matt Hunt, Elkhorn area business manager at Sanofi.
Well, someone at Sanofi must.
Sanofi.
Okay,
Must
can we
be
just get a
listening.
phone number, please?
Yeah, we gotta
on
call
Matt Honey.
Matt
We gotta
Honey.
give him his
Yeah,
kudos.
Hey, good job.
He invented the bones.
Yes, he did.
How about
and no
that?
one knows until
Everything.
today, apparently.
And he's probably told people that. And they're like, yeah, you bet you did, Matt. Like, sure you did.
Nice story.
I know. No, I
Nice
invented
story,
him.
buddy.
And and Jason said something, and then he took it. You darn right you did. But you
Atta
keep
boy.
believing.
Good job, Matt.
That's right. It's not a lie if
No.
you believe it, Matt.
No.
It's not a lie if you believe it.
Well,
So,
attempting to
Yeah,
connect
thank
via LinkedIn. Thank
okay.
you.
Thank you.
Do people check their LinkedIn enough?
I don't know. Have you been on your LinkedIn lately?
No.
He's got a miniature cow,
He
a
does.
goat, and chickens. He had to get into an argument with
The
the HOA.
HOA.
Yes,
It's
we live
HOA.
on dirt roads, guys.
Yeah.
We can't have chickens.
Well,
right?
we could chat all day, but we sadly are out of time, Jason.
Sadly.
It's been a fun hour.
So the
2
show's
hour and a half.
over. The show
It
is
The
over.
show's
We can't
over.
go longer?
The
We're
show's
done
over
with our
today.
day.
Yeah, it's a wrap.
He
That
is
was incredible. I've
Jason
got more
Peter.
text messages on this best interview ever.
I
That was
wanted
awesome.
to tell my Rick Heyman story. It involved a watch and a hooker.
Anyway, thank you, Rick.
Thank you, Rick.
Was Rick involved? He was not involved with the hooker.
He came post hooker.
Yeah.
That's it for us. The drive is next. To see you guys tomorrow.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Presented by Nebco on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Good morning, Breakers. This is Scott Miller from Midwest Bank. When I recently joined Midwest Bank, I was immediately impressed by our exceptional service. My first customer made the switch from a large corporate bank and didn't have to wait in line or call a 1-800 number. We treated him like family. He now visits the bank just to say hello. While other banks go corporate,